as 10-seed Miami will be taking on 6-seed Ole Miss in the Fiesta Bowl with kickoff at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Today in the NFL, the Dolphins fired head coach Mike McDaniel after 4 seasons, but the Lions have already reached out to McDaniel about their offensive coordinator position. NFL media reports that the Titans will interview former Packers and Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy for their head coaching job. The Ravens have requested a head coach interview with 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. If you're keeping track, he now has interview requests from Atlanta, Arizona, Tennessee, and Baltimore. The Giants have requested a head coaching interview with Broncos special teams coordinator Darren Rizzi. Bears receivers Rome Odunze and DJ Moore are officially off the injury report. They're good to go for Saturday's game against the Packers. The Bears have ruled out defensive back CJ Gardner-Johnson, though, due to a concussion. I'm Monty Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Man, all kinds of stuff be changing. Wow. With that password, you now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, SiriusXM Channel 83. Wow. And now, live
We'll do it live
on YouTube.
it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Do it.
That's right. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Bobby Guerra.
Bobby Guerra, better known as Rob G.
Bud Mexican is.
And we are indeed the Odd Couple on this TV theme song Thursday. And you'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet.
Rich and Covino.
On the planet. At least when people are still awake. I'm sorry, Ben.
You're right. I forgot they don't take calls.
Exactly. Hey, write it down. Committed to memory, 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen out there who can't figure out the letters and the numbers.
It's not trigonometry.
It's 877-996-6369. And if you hear feedback on the line, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say to you, tough, because
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station.
that's right. And with all of that said, always remember.
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live audience.
Sweetie Beanie, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host today.
Bud Mexican.
He is Rob
I am Bud Mexican.
Guerra, better known as Rob G.
Or Bud Mexican.
There you go.
Bud Mexican.
Kelvin is not feeling well, so Rob G
Sure.
pinch hitting.
You sure you didn't pwn him too much yesterday, Rob?
I'm just
Pwned.
You looked good.
yeah.
Sounded terrible.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, Rob G,
steak.
what's
You know
up?
it's serious when he calls out for TV because that's where the real money is. And so I was like, oh, snap.
He making money.
He must really be down bad.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, we hope so.
What's happening?
I'm struggling in these streets right now.
You
Rob
ain't
Parker.
struggling. You're here doing a radio show on 400 stations. Can you stop it? What are you struggling about?
I got to sit next to you for 3 hours. That's what I'm struggling with.
Right, Alex?
Me and Rob got a lot of pent-up frustration towards one another.
We do.
You can feel it bubbling over.
Is it time Is it time to fight?
I don't know. Some.
Are we going to fight at
We
some
might
point
have to.
To get it out?
We should do it at Radio Row, like in front of everybody. And then Nick Wright can put on the graphic like he did with you and Chris. Can you guys keep it down over there?
That was the NFL Network. You remember that?
Yeah, that was good.
Chris and I at the Super Bowl. I don't know what we were debating.
It was Tom Brady.
And we went at it. Am I right?
Yep.
And so much so, like all the other shows
stopped.
They were like, what are they doing over there?
Yeah, and it was Nick Wright who was hosting his show for Sirius at the time.
You're absolutely right.
And he was directly across from us. And then rather than coming over and say, hey, guys, you keep it down, they put on the big graphic screen 300 feet across.
Yes.
Hey, Parker and Broussard, can you keep it down over there?
Hey, yes, we will keep it down. All right, hey, we got so much to do, so little time on this TV theme song Thursday. All excited. And again, Kelvin, we hope that he gets well and he'll be back tomorrow.
Feel sick.
That's right. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Alex is our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
He's a hidden talent.
He is a hidden talent. No doubt about it. Bree. Yay. How are you?
Vitamin Bree.
Vitamin Bree. That's your new name, Vitamin Bree.
Or if you need a ride to the airport, Ubri.
Or Ubri. That's very nice. How are you, Bree?
I'm good, guys. Happy to be sitting over here.
Yes.
Didn't expect it.
She's in Rob G's chair.
Yes. She's taller than me,
producing, screening calls, so be nice when you call in.
It's weird to have somebody sit next to me and their feet touch the ground.
Whatever.
It's amazing. Monty Bolaños is at the anchor desk.
Yeah.
And at least when, I'm introducing her, we're always going to say her name properly. I mean, exactly. Sometimes Kelvin, he's on television flubbing names, making money. It's unbelievable.
Monty's already on the YouTube page just looking for mentions of herself.
Is that right? Yeah. Monty. Yeah. Monty, you know what?
Listen, I got called out, so now I'm never going on YouTube again. I got called out on the show like last week, so I'm never going on again.
You are fake news.
You're
good.
fine. You're fine.
Good. I have to make a fake account.
The legitimate comment just came in. Bree and Monty on the same show, all caps. I used to pray for afternoons like this.
See?
We're still praying for them for a consistent afternoon drive like this.
Right. Can you wait 5 years?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. I may take you out before that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just kidding, Rob. I'm just kidding.
Of course.
No, she's not.
Yes. And, of course, Sagar is our social media guru.
Best drop in the network.
My man Sagar put out a video, a proof of performance video.
Oh, God.
You saw it? Did you see it, Alex, or you didn't see it?
I did.
The chat? He did a great job. I don't know. It probably could have been like an hour long, but that doesn't work on social because it was all of my correct NFL picks this year. Rob G, even you, he's my harshest critic,
yes,
Rob G. He
Yep.
is. You just got to give it up.
That's why I'm so frustrated.
Why?
It's because you are having like the season of a lifetime. Like this is, what is it, the year that Michael Jordan was like defensive player of the year,
Right,
MVP,
had all those things.
Scoring title and NBA, like, relax. Save some for the rest of us.
Okay.
You've won enough. You've been in like 4 Hall of Fames, and you've gotten 7 of your hottest takes correct already.
Unbelievable. It's been
it's going to be all bad in the playoffs.
All right, hey, let's go. We got a lot to get to. And again, we want to hear from you on this TV theme song Thursday, 877-99 on Fox. Let's go here, Rob G, first.
Big game, 30 minutes from now.
Exactly. The semifinals, right?
Yes, sir.
We got Ole Miss in Miami, so we're all looking forward to that. But people still calling out Lane Kiffin.
Yes, sir. Now, Lane Kiffin, leading into these playoffs, he left for LSU on the doorstep of the playoff. Little did we know that Ole Miss would win 2 playoff games, get to this point now they're playing in the semifinal. And one of the big stories coming into it was, we talked about it on the show, Lane Kiffin wanted to finish out the season with Ole Miss before going to LSU. He asked them during their meeting,
they said no.
I know I'm leaving, but I want to finish what I started with these guys. Let me coach out the rest of the season. They said no. Hell no. You cannot do it. But he graciously still allowed several of his assistants to coach through the rest of the way.
And he could have said no.
Could have said no.
They're leaving, and why were they okay with them even though they're leaving?
Exactly. Well, flash forward to tonight, and even though before the playoffs started, Kiffin allowed 5 of his assistants to coach through the rest of the way, only 2 are left on the staff for Ole Miss tonight. That would be offensive coordinator Charlie Wise Jr., running backs coach Kevin Smith. And there's one former college football coach, one Jimbo Fisher, who really hated that decision. Take a listen.
It's selfish. That's what it is. It's stupid. And because here's why I say that. He wanted to coach and thought he didn't get his way. So everybody get on the plane with me, you don't have a job. All right? And he makes them all go. Then he gets down there and takes a PR hit because it looks bad that you really don't care about the kids. Then he says, okay, you can go back. But here's where he screwed up.
He thought they were going to lose.
He thought they were going to lose to Georgia,
Exactly.
and then the portal thing was all over with, and it was going to be all over with. And he said, "Okay, I'll look like a hero."
Yeah.
Now he's got egg on his face because the real Lane came back out. You know what I'm saying? And if those guys were allowed to coach the first game, they should be allowed to coach the fourth. Because those kids are doing something that you get one time in your life to ever do.
Literally.
That team and those guys one time. And as a coach, listen, I know I've left a job. I get that. But if you took them on and said they're never coming back, that's fine. You set the rules of the game. You don't change the rules in the middle of the game. And as a coach, it's hurting the kids and it pisses me off.
What a hypocrite. Did you hear the hypocrite there? I left the job. Yeah, you did.
A couple times.
You fraud, you phony. You guys kill me. Your chance to dump on Lane Kiffin. Guess what, Rob G? He was there for 6 years. He built this team. It's not his fault that the college football time clock and schedule is a bad one. He had no choice the way it's set up. He's not the first guy to do that, and he offered to stay. Let me finish the season out. The school got their panties in a bunch after he finally put together a team, Rob G, to give them a chance. If you don't want anything to do with Lane Kiffin, why are you using his assistants who are leaving with him? They're not coming back. It doesn't even make any sense. And then you're trying to make him out the bad guy. I hope Ole Miss loses tonight. I hope they lose. And then I want to hear what they got to say. Oh, Lane Kiffin. No, he went and took a better job. He didn't take an equal job, Rob G, or, where he just kind of made a lateral move. LSU has way more resources and gives them a real opportunity to win a national championship. This is a beautiful story. But it ain't Lane Kiffin. He didn't make the rules and make the timetable and offered to stay. The school, they wanted to be big and bad. If you were so big and bad, you would say, take your assistants too. But they even knew they couldn't do that. So they're using the guys that he hired, he helped to coach and coach up and develop, and now they want to act like he's the bad guy. I hope you lose, Ole Miss.
Spot on, Rob. You're so right you can't turn 11. I know that's disappointing to the odd mob. They want me to come at your neck all rest of the... Don't say that, Alex. They want me to go at you all afternoon, and it's like, look, there are certain things, unfortunately, we're going to agree with. And in this case, you are 1,000% correct. And even going back to this whole thing about how Jimbo Fisher saying, hey, well, why would you let him coach one game and not the other game? And it's like, bro, if you break up with your wife and you need a place to crash, hey, come crash at my place. No big deal. That does not mean indefinitely.
Right.
It does not mean you can stay there forever while you figure it out with your lady friend. It's not going to do that way. Lane Kiffin did you a favor and said, hey, you're not going to let me coach. I disagree. I think it's a dumb decision, but I respect your decision. You want to use some of my assistants so that you have some kind of, first let them stay so that they could stay in the playoff, right? Because they thought if they all left, they might drop out of the ranks completely. Says, I'll let you have them so you have some kind of synergy into this postseason. I think it'll give you the best chance to win. That was a month ago now.
Right.
You know what's happened in a month in the world of college football? We talked about it yesterday. You had 4,000 players jump into the portal.
Thank you.
You had a player yesterday at UW that we talked about. Signed an NIL deal, tried to back out of it, entered the transfer portal. Now it's being blocked by Washington. Unfortunately, for Ole Miss, for LSU, for every college football program in the country, the way the calendar is right now, it behooves Lane Kiffin to have his staffers with him so that he doesn't lose 75% of his roster to the portal, so that he can get a head start on finding his next quarterback.
And instead, he allowed Ole Miss.
Instead, he allowed him to stay.
Exactly.
And to be quite honest with you, their current quarterback, Chambliss, is a guy he wants to bring to LSU, or try to. You don't think that it would be in his best interest to say, hey, you know what? I really want that kid. They're not letting him out. Charlie White Jr., come back over here because we need to find a different quarterback. They're not letting us get the one that we want.
Right.
Of course it would help him do that. But instead, they're making him out to be this villain for wanting to put his future in front of what happened in the past. And that's not fair to anybody. If you work at another company and you leave, do they expect you to be like, hey, I know that you left us, but you'd really be doing us a favor if you did X, Y, and Z? No, that's irresponsible. That's not fair to expect a new employee to do that.
No. And they make it like he made the rules. The Jimbo Fisher interview is terrible to me. Because when he said that, where's the host to jump in and say, yeah, you did leave your kids on alerts, didn't you? Why are you now ripping Lane Kiffin? Didn't you do the same thing? Do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, the reason that it was okay with you is because your team wasn't going to the – or your team wasn't good enough, but you still walked out on your kids for a new deal. Come on, man. They've all done it, Rob G.
Mm-hmm.
To make Lane Kiffin – if you don't like Lane Kiffin, that's fine, and I get it. He comes with some baggage from other places. But am I wrong on the years?
Yeah, that's fine.
6 years or 7?
You
He's been there.
You can absolutely not like Lane Kiffin as a person.
Yes,
And he's done some scumbag type of stuff throughout his tenure as a coach, both at the pro level and in the college level. But in this instance, to try to make him out like he's the bad guy is off base.
No doubt. All right, 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. Go ahead, read the tease.
Is it off base to call Lane Kiffin selfish? Is Jimbo Fisher being a hypocrite in this situation? 877-996-6369. 877-99 on Fox. It is The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and me, Rob G, on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
It's kind of weird not hearing Rob say in the US of A.
There it is. You got to play who's on the schedule.
Yes.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not.
You know what I'm going to say, yes.
But when I do a deep dive and I'm trying to decide who's going to be the MVP, go back. Rob G, was it the last one that Aaron Rodgers won, his last MVP, number 4 over Tom Brady? Tom Brady had better stats.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers had bigger wins.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he went to Arizona when they were 7-0. He went there without Devontae Adams and they won on the road.
Yep.
Like he had wins like that where you look and go, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Where Brady had more touchdowns and more yards and stuff, and people didn't just go for that. Like, he didn't have those kind of signature wins.
Yeah.
And that's what you're looking at. And against the best team, you just said it, no touchdowns and 1 pick.
Yeah.
Even though they're 1-1, wasn't him when they won the game.
No. Yeah.
And so when you look at those stats, that's kind of, I'm going to be honest, it's kind of where, like, when they put up Matthew Stafford's numbers and they say, oh, he's 7th in this, 10th in that. They look great.
Yeah.
Right? Look great. No All-Pros, 2 Pro Bowls. One was a reserve, because somebody got hurt.
Of course, yeah.
Like that. Those are the things that should scare you because the numbers are so big, but then you got to understand how they were accumulated. I covered the Lions on home and road for almost 20 years. As a columnist in Detroit. Lions down 21-0. Here we go.
Yes.
No, seriously.
No, I know. You're right.
And you know,
you're right.
And
yes.
you know, as a defensive player, cornerback, they're going to throw in front of you as long as they don't go over the top. You're okay with them. Am I right? Like the game has to progress. They got.
Yeah.
Don't throw the ball in
100%.
front of you. They're not going to run the football.
Right.
You can't run the football. You're down 21-0. You're down 17-0. You got to throw the ball to try to get back in the game. You're not going to have a 9-minute drive to get 1 touchdown.
Yes.
So a lot of those stats, that's why you got the nickname Stat Patford in Detroit.
Yeah.
But anyway, in this case, it's the Patriots. I get their record. I get their turnaround. Everybody wants to crown Mike Vrabel. Oh, my God, look at the job he's done. It just feels empty to me. And there are stats and win totals and stuff that feel empty sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I can't really get to where's the signature win? Where's that one that really where you're like, wow. Like I mentioned with Caleb earlier. There were a lot of people. Oh, the Bears. Well, okay. Go to Philadelphia and win.
Yeah, he did it.
They did it.
Yeah.
And those are the ones where you look. And then when they beat the Packers in that fashion, you know what I mean? In that style, you're down by 10 with 2:05 to go, and you win the game in overtime. People don't forget that. Those are those moments, and that's what I'm saying. Drake May and the Patriots, for all I know, they're in the witness protection program. I can't. I don't feel that way about them this year, despite all the wins.
Yeah, there's a lot left to be desired when it comes to the Patriots and Drake May. Drake May's had an awesome year. He's coming into this year, I picked the Patriots to get back into the playoffs and win that division. And so a lot of people thought I was crazy. But, I mean, there was scheduling things that went into account with that. But also, I didn't believe in Buffalo coming into this year, and I didn't believe in Miami, and definitely not the Jets. So I saw the Patriots taking a step forward.
That's a good pick.
Right, with Vrabel and those guys, and they've cashed in on that. They've cashed in on one of the weaker schedules, which is fine. But again, we talk about it, Rob, and I'm going to always say, like, you have to win those games as well, which they did. So they got that handled. But as far as Drake May being the MVP this year, he had those teams and those wins and those stats are a little bit skewed and a little bit empty when it comes to what he's achieved. But I also don't want to take away from the season he had. So I want to say he's right there. He's deserving of being in the race. But, my MVP for this year, I'm going Matthew Stafford, which, we may have a disagreement on. But I don't know if you can disagree with it on this year in particular. I think he's the guy.
Yeah, I told you by default.
Yes.
But there's nobody else there. The only guy who I thought had a chance to beat him, I really did. I thought Josh Allen had a chance, and then he had a bad game. What game was that?
It was two games in a row.
Yeah, where he really didn't play that well.
He threw for 100, like 140 yards or something.
Pal and a confidant.
Tight pants.
And if you threw a party,
come on, Alex, and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, "Thank you for being a friend."
Go so hard.
My man Ricky just gave me an awesome birthday present. My birthday's on Saturday.
Best gift you've ever got.
And he's not going to be around tomorrow, so he brought it in. Very nice, Ricky. Thank you. It's a Golden Girls Thug Life T-shirt, black.
It's
so awesome. Am I right?
He's trying to one-up us all. That's why he's not getting any cheesecake tomorrow.
He will not have cheesecake. I forgot I could just show it on the...
I forgot we're live.
On the YouTube. And while you're doing that, Rob, I want to remind the listeners that is The Odd Couple, Rob Parker, me, Rob G, sitting in for Kelvin.
Bud Mexican.
Thank you, Alex. Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel right there. And you can watch us live on YouTube right now. That's right. We're simulcast right now on YouTube with video with the two of us. I am the shorter one. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't stop there. Hit the thumbs up icon. Rob's a big fan of the thumbs up. And comment away. Let us know which one of us is the odd one. Is it the Jewish one or the black one?
Uh-oh.
Check us out on YouTube and watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe.
All right, let's do it. 877-99 on Fox. Sean from Sacramento. Of course, he had to jump in. What's up, Sean?
Yo, my uncle from another mother. Mi primo from otra madre, Rob. Bro.
We love it.
And my brothers behind the board, man. I couldn't disagree with y'all, Robs, anymore, man.
Wow.
Saying Lane Kiffin is rehabbing his past by ditching yet another team to help him rebuild himself. Come on, man. He ditched the Vols just to get fired by USC. He went to Florida Atlantic, built himself up just to ditch them to get back to Ole Miss and another premier D1 situation. And you would think making the playoffs and putting yourself in a position to actually win a ship was good enough, but just like every other self-loathing, self-hating person in this world, he ditched them for greener pastures. I hope he never wins a championship. I hope Ole Miss pulls off the impossible and shows him that being faithful and doing what you're supposed to do, abiding by a contract, actually pays off at the end of the day. Y'all two are way out of order with this, man.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
What's funny is Rob just said he don't want him to win either. Exactly. He don't want Ole Miss to win. He don't want Lane Kiffin to win. He wants everyone to lose.
Tony in D.C., you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tony?
Oh, it's Rob G. That jacket is fire, my boy. You need to put that up for auction, my guy.
Everybody says that. That's his favorite jacket. Jacket. Yes.
But look, it's a capitalist society, and you spend your life getting to the biggest boosters. The biggest boosters are in the SEC conference. Ole Miss thought they were a Bentley until a real Bentley pulled up, and now they realize they're a Chrysler 300. Lane Kiffin, look, he's got to win here at LSU because he got the biggest boosters. There are no more excuses for him. If he doesn't win here at LSU within 3 to 5 years or 3 years, it's a wrap for him. There's no more upper movements. It's all lateral after this.
No doubt.
And that's fine.
Thank you, Tony.
Yep. He could absolutely be setting himself to fail in LSU, but in this instance, there's nothing wrong with what he did or what he's currently doing.
I'm cool with it. Carl in the Bay Area, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Carl?
What's up, fellas?
How are you?
I'm a long-time listener, and I'm good. How you guys doing?
Great. Long-time listener and I've called a few times, but my question would be with Lane Kiffin, right? If he'd have stayed, if they'd allowed him to stay and coach throughout the college football playoff, then who would have been there to have to meet all these kids in the portal? Who would have been there to look for that new quarterback?
Exactly.
Nobody.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
So it comes to my point is, if he would have stayed at Ole Miss to coach throughout the playoff and win a national championship, nobody would have been there he wouldn't have been there to meet these people in the portal. He wouldn't have been looking for a new quarterback because he should have been concentrating on winning that national championship at Ole Miss, correct?
Spot on. And that's why Jimbo Fisher, when he calls him selfish,
right,
in this instance, he was the opposite of selfish. Because to your point, he wanted to stay.
And if he was selfish, he would have said, give me my coaches too who will go to LSU with me.
He wanted to stay.
Thanks
if he wins the national championship with Ole Miss, to the caller's point, he misses out on 4,000 eligible transfers for LSU.
Eric in Austin, Texas, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, E?
What up, Rob? What up, Rob G? How you guys doing, man?
What up?
Doing great. How are you?
Okay. I'm good. Rob, I don't know if you remember, but I called in last week when we talked about this before. Y'all are spot on. And Sean, the first caller, Sean from Sacramento, he's in his feelings. We're not talking about Lane from his past. We're not talking about his past transgressions. You cannot like Lane and still acknowledge that he's not wrong in the situation. If he would have stayed at Ole Miss and coached out the whole playoff run, nobody would be mad here. And the fact that he let his coordinator stay behind, like, I don't understand this. And again, Lane wanted to stay. Ole Miss, they just felt away, and they deserve to feel away. They can feel how they want to feel about it. But he wanted to stay. If he would have stayed, there would have been issues.
Yeah, I agree. I just can't, in this case, I don't think Lane Kiffin's a bad guy. Can we squeeze one more or no? Okay. All right, that's what we got coming up.
Yes, that we got college kids with Mark Gunnels. We'll get into some Big Ten football action with him. But first, Mansi Bolaños.
Who's wearing her odd couple?
Yeah, I didn't know you had yours on, so now I wanted to be part of the fun.
Same.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to be part of the fun, so thank you. Because it's very windy today out here in Southern California. All right, guys, let me tell you what's going on today. Aside from the college football playoff semifinal that's about to start in what? We've got about a couple minutes, maybe, if that. 10 seed Miami versus 6 seed Ole Miss. This is the Fiesta Bowl semifinal college football playoff. Let's go. But today in the NFL, the Dolphins fired head coach Mike McDaniel after 4 seasons. But don't worry, the Lions have already reached out to McDaniel about their offensive coordinator position. NFL media is reporting that the Titans are going to interview former Packers and Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy for their head coaching job. Ravens have requested. He is still around. He is still around. Ravens have requested a head coach interview with 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. He has had interview requests from a few people though already. Atlanta, Arizona.
Some guys
Tennessee.
are better coordinators than they are head coaches.
You're right.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He was so bad with the Jets.
It's like Rob's a better writer than he is a radio host.
Oh, wow.
What?
Wow.
That's what I heard.
After 40 years, you hear that?
That's what I heard.
Did I do that? Rob G did that. Did I do that?
Former Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury has received a head coach interview request from the Titans and the Ravens as well. When it comes to football this weekend, the Rams have ruled out guard Kevin Dotson for Saturday's game at Carolina because of his ankle injury. But good news because wide receiver Devontae Adams is not on their final injury report. The Bears have ruled out cornerback or defensive back C.J. Gardner-Johnson due to a concussion for Saturday's game. But wide receivers Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, they're off the injury report. They are good to go. Also, apparently in baseball, guys, the Phillies are going to meet with Bo Bichette on Monday. They're trying to spice things up in Philadelphia. When it comes to the NBA, the Pacers are up on the Hornets right now, 29-22. It's late in the first quarter. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Monty.
Jess. There we go.
It is the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, Rob G sitting in for K-Dub. Want you to know we're brought to you by Aleve, as Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track.
I'm into the Aleve.
I believe it, Rob. I mean, you walk 6 feet and you're limping. With 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can achieve your goals. Use as directed for minor aches and pains. And right now, it's time for College Kids.
It's time for the College Kids here on The Odd Couple. A look at this week's college football through the eyes of the young and inexperienced.
The rookie in the vet.
But they swear they know college ball.
Takes it into the end zone.
Yeah, right.
Fundamentals are going to show up.
Are their takes sophomoric or graduation worthy? Rob and Kelvin will decide. Bring them on.
Now, we all know that Rob Parker is an illustrious 40 years in the industry, in every single Hall of Fame that's probably been here since Oreos and Cheerios. But now, Rob Parker's extending his reach to not only his mentorship, but bringing in some people who we are going to one day call experts to host something we call College Kids, and no other than the great Mark Gunnels himself. Mark, say what up to the crew.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What up, Mark?
What an intro. Very nice, Alex.
Thank you so much.
Talent.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to sit behind to go up front. So now, Mark, I'm going to give 3 of your hottest college football takes, and the fun part is the guys here are going to decide either if you graduate or if you might need to go back to a year of school and stay sophomoric. But don't worry about what Rob G says. He's just a fill-in, okay? So just try to get Rob Parker on your side. You ready for it, Mark?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Let's do this. So his first take is Oregon will beat Indiana in Friday's semifinal. Mark, tell us why.
And look, man, this pains me to do it. I know Indiana's kind of the darling of America right now, a basketball school looking to win a national championship in football. But these 2 teams have played this season, and this is Oregon's lone loss from the year. So I love this. I love them in this revenge spot here. They lost that game in Eugene, so it was at home. They only lost by 10 points, but Dante Moore threw 2 picks in that game. I don't see that happening in this one. I got the Ducks going to the national championship game.
Mark, you are graduating.
Now they always say congratulations.
I'm with you, man. I want this Indiana story to be over, and I want Oregon to be the one to pull out the belt, okay? I do. I'm with you. Indiana already, this fairy tale story about spending the most money, top 10 in college football, paying the quarterback $2 million, paying the coaching staff $20 million, and trying to pretend like, oh, woe is me, how are we here? This is an unbelievable story. I want Oregon to put the belt down.
I think Mark failed second grade because he's going back to school.
Oh, wow.
He got held back a little bit. What are you talking about? You just mentioned it. Indiana won the first matchup by double digits in Eugene. Indiana.
There were interceptions.
Whether they got the biggest bankroll in college football like Rob Parker thinks, or they just happen to be a very well-coached team, they are the number one team in the land for a reason. And you say, hey, Dante Moore threw 2 picks in that game. I think it's going to happen this one.
Does every number one team win the championship every year?
No, they don't. But here's the thing. Indiana's defense is still as good as they were back then when they met earlier in the season. Here's the other thing. Dante Moore, even though I want my Raiders to draft him at the top of the draft upcoming, he has thrown interceptions.
So you want him instead of Mendoza?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Dante Moore, you say he's not going to throw 2 picks again, threw 2 picks against JMU, threw a pick against Texas Tech. All my man does is throw interceptions. He's got more turnovers than a bakery in these playoffs. Shout out to Rob Parker. So Indiana is going to roll over the Ducks. Quack, quack.
College Kids on Fox Sports Radio with the odd couple, Rob Parker and the great Robert Guerra, who swings his feet on every take he has. Mark Gunnell's here, and he is going to give us 2 more hot takes. And Mark, like I said, only worry about Rob Parker. Rob G's still in school, too. His second take, OSU super sophomore wide receiver Jeremiah Smith should be allowed to go pro right now. Mark, tell us why.
Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous that we have to see him play another year of college football. I mean, if he would have came out this year, he would have been a top 3 pick, maybe after the quarterbacks go on 1 and 2, but he's the best player in college football right now. What else does he have to prove? Now, I get it. This is not basketball, so I'm not saying 1 and done because I understand the physicality of football, but at least 2 years. I feel like it should be 2 and done in college football. 3 years is just ridiculous.
Mark has graduated again.
Now they always say congratulations.
Mark, I think you went to an Ivy League school this time because you are spot on. Only in college football and in the NBA do they stop prodigies. If you're a prodigy, you should be able to hone your craft and move up to the next level. And this whole thing about the physicality, grown men get hurt in the NFL every day. It has nothing to do with that. If somebody is able to play and can endure whatever, it doesn't mean that you're not going to get hurt. Grown men get hurt. So what's the difference if you get hurt now or you get hurt a few years from now?
Mark, you're graduating with a 2.0. You barely got through there. You're barely walking. You had Rob Parker as a professor, and he passed you there at the end.
You got an A from me.
I agree with the sentiment, yes, that he should be able to declare for the draft right now because like other walks of life, age does not matter. If you're qualified, you can do it. He's obviously qualified. The only pushback I have for you, small, is that he already is a professional football player. He's already getting paid anywhere between $4 and $5 million to play at OSU. Just because he plays for the minor league system that is college football and not the NFL does not make him not a professional athlete. So he's already pro. He doesn't play in the NFL yet.
It is the odd couple with the illustrious Hall of Famer Rob Parker, the great TV personality Kelvin Washington, and Rob G, who likes to swing his feet on all takes. Filling in for Kelvin Washington.
This is ridiculous.
College Kids with Mark Gunnell. Now we have one more take. And Mark, you think that neither Indiana's Fernando Mendoza nor Oregon's Dante Moore are NFL franchise quarterbacks. Good luck. Tell us why.
Yeah, I know Rob G definitely not going to like this one. I know you as a Raiders fan, so I'm sorry.
Oh, he's a Raiders.
Struggling.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. But, I mean, you watch
like
your
Chiefs are much better. Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, you don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. All right, but back to college football here. So, I mean, you look at these 2 guys. I think this is a product of this draft class. If this is a regular draft class, you had these top quarterbacks that we've been knowing for years, I don't think we'll look at these guys as, for sure, franchise-changing quarterbacks. You got to pick them number 1, number 2. It's just that we have nobody else to compete against. If Arch Manning came out this year, he would go over both of these guys, without question.
Mark, you're failing again.
Back to
You're
school.
failing miserably.
Back to school.
You might as well enroll in a junior college right now because you are not going to make it at the university level. Look, the thing about the NFL and the quote-unquote franchise quarterback, is there are only really like 4 or 5 franchise quarterbacks in the NFL. Mahomes, Allen, Jackson, Burrow, and if you want to throw Justin Herbert, I'll fight you on it. But
I'll fight you on that. Not yet.
Kind of. Here are some other quarterbacks that are in the playoffs right now. Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, Sam Darnold, Bryce Young, Bo Nix. None of those guys I would consider quote-unquote franchise quarterbacks, but they are the QB1 of their franchise, and they're in the playoffs. You don't have to be an all-caps franchise guy to be good in the NFL. And Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore, either one of those guys can get to the next level and be highly productive in the right situation.
Mark, you have graduated to me.
Now they always say congratulations.
And I'm going to say this. The one thing he has right is it is oftentimes based on who's coming out and guys get pushed to the front of the line because people need quarterbacks. I'm not saying that they can't play, but he's right about Arch Manning. If he did come out, wouldn't he be picked over these two guys? That's a fact. So people will take him because they need a quarterback and that's who's available. But, Mark, I'm with you, spot on. And I do want to say this from all of us here at The Odd Couple. You did a great job your first year with college kids.
Great stuff, Mark.
Really, really good, Mark.
Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
Really? Right, Rob G?
Yes, sir. I mean, I give him grief for being a Chiefs fan, but
That's
Mark
okay.
Gunnels is an incredible talent in this space.
Yes, this was the first year I could push on Mark Gunnels about the Chiefs, and I felt good about it. Okay.
Yeah, you kept texting me your content about you being right about us being bad this year.
Look on social
Block his
media
number
right
real
now.
quick.
I know. All right, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, we got the play of the day, Shekel City, coming up next. Also, surprise, surprise, Rob Parker wants another NFL coach fired. We'll tell you who that is next. It is The Odd Couple, Rob Parker. Rob G sitting in for Kelvin Washington right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Unless you're a coach in the NFL in the US of A.
It's The Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Watching Rob G, that's me sitting in for K-Dub. And if Rob didn't have enough Glazers on YouTube,
whatever,
or fluffers on this show like Alex.
Alex, are you
Wait,
a
what?
fluffer?
Now he's getting texts from the competition. That is Chris Broussard telling him how great he is at picking games.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So I told you, if you went to social media and you saw what Saga put together about my picks this year, and Chris.
Well, Rob, actually, word on the street is we actually have imaging for when you're right now, too.
Oh, God.
Is that right?
You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Rob Parker was right.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Everything I say is right.
Where we get that from?
If you did what I said.
If you sent that to them, Rob, I'm going to be so mad at you.
I did not. Ricky.
I was right.
Oh, I love that.
We are
That's
never
from
playing
Ricky.
that. We are never
Ricky,
playing that.
I love that. My God.
Never.
Oh, God.
I need baby oil. I mean, wow, that's awesome. Well,
Just read the text.
The text is from Chris Broussard, our friend, our former
Is the man
co-host.
listening?
Yes, he
Rest
is.
in peace, CB.
Yes. He just said, I hate to admit it, but you were on fire this season. Laugh out loud. Oh, laugh out loud. Very nice. All right.
I'm done.
Let's do it,
And with
Rob G.
that, it's time for the Tire Rack Play of the Day.
AB trying to get it in, finds Paulo. Here we go. 3 ball at the horn. Banked in! Paulo banked it in! Paulo banked it in! And the Magic get out of here with a dub! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Magic Radio Network on the call.
Who they be? Brooklyn or something? What game was that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure Bree knows. She didn't tell me. Play of the Day brought to you by Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. It's time for Shackle City.
Welcome to Shackle City. The home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that? Off to a good start since the reset. I was 2-1 last night. Now 10-5 on the year. My best bet, I'm taking Miami minus 3.5 against Ole Miss. I got the Mavericks minus 7.5. They're in Utah taking on the Jazz. And the Cavaliers plus 2.5. They're in Minneapolis taking on the T-Wolves. So again, Cavs plus 2.5, Mavs minus 7.5, and in college football, Miami minus 3.5. And remember, I'm not telling you who to bet on, Rob G. I'm telling you who I bet on.
Rob Parker was right.
I'm not going to defend you.
I'm going in there to talk to Ricky. We got to put something together.
YouTube blowing up the YouTubians. Fed up with that drop already. Got 3 different people saying, you know what? Alex is a fluffer. Alex definitely a fluffer.
Wow.
But at least one person says the hobo man, hey, even fluffers play an important role.
That's right.
That is true.
We need fluffers in this world.
That's right.
We do. Big news that came out other than this college football playoff game, keep an eye on. In the NFL, Mike McDaniel was fired as the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Shout out to Dub who called that. I know you don't want to admit it when someone else is right, but he had that one.
You know what, Alex? He said could. Am I right or
that's on the
wrong?
fence.
He was right.
He said could. When you watch that video today, you hearing he could, woulda,
Chargers
maybe.
could win.
That's anybody could.
guys
Of
are the
course they
worst.
could.
Patriots could win.
But to spin it forward, Rob's like, I don't care about him getting fired. There's another coach in that division who should have been fired. His name is what?
Aaron Glenn. And I know they're not going to do it, but sometimes, like, I give the Raiders credit.
Finally.
Pete Carroll has some cred, right? Like he's won a Super Bowl.
His
he went to
resume's
another one.
extensive.
It's
Yeah.
really. And in college football, at USC, I get all that. But it was terrible, Rob G. When it's terrible, it's terrible. They didn't go, well, we can't do this to Pete Carroll. Let's give him another year. No. Aaron Glenn last year, this past season, awful, Rob G. You ever hear of a National Football League team that didn't get an interception? Like that is that's inconceivable.
No, not in my lifetime.
That's inconceivable. No, maybe in the era when they only ran the ball and they didn't have the forward pass.
And even then, they got at least one.
Right. It's mind-boggling. And I told you before, the end of the season, what they gave up like in the last 5 games.
Oh yeah, the month of December was not kind for the
Go over
New
those
York
scores.
Jetropolitans. They lost to the Dolphins 34-10. They lost to the Jags 48-20. They lost to the Saints 29-6. Shout out to Bree. They lost to the Patriots 42-10, and they lost to the Bills 35-8. And Josh Allen didn't even play that game.
Just awful. And I think they want to save face. If the Jets could actually save face, he also brought in Justin Fields, 2-year contract. That was his guy. Aaron Rodgers, get out of here. All that other stuff. And then they trade away some of their best defensive players. Yep. I mean, it's just a mess. And I don't see. I'll be shocked, even if they get a top one of these quarterbacks, that anything's going to change there.
Yeah, anytime you make a decision based on the PR and not what's actually best for your franchise, you made a mistake. And the Jets are more worried about looking like a functional franchise, quote unquote. Hey, we don't go through coaches every year like the Raiders do. We know what we're doing. We're building something here. No, you're not. You hired a defensive coach who has a terrible defense. So,
Period.
So then what are you doing?
Right. Nothing went well this year, even the stuff that he does.
Exactly.
That's where you get afraid. I agree.
That's like hiring Kyle Shanahan and the offense sucks. Like,
That's-
that's supposed to be your thing, dude, and then you're terrible
If you
at it.
can't do that, and then maybe you fix the quarterback. So, all right, our number 2 of the odd couple coming up. And you know what? You want to be here. So what do they need to do, Alex?
Stick and stay, because Rob Parker was right in the US of A.
Apparently, LeBron don't get the kind of love because he's finished right now 15th in NBA All-Star voting behind such superstars as Trailblazers forward Denny Avdija.
Gesundheit. Who is right?
Who?
So if the voting ended today, they have this weird process. Maybe he gets in, maybe he doesn't. But the idea that LeBron James could not be voted in the NBA All-Star game for the first time in over 20 years, very real.
I got a message for LeBron James. Is this on?
It's on.
LeBron James. Give the fans a middle finger.
Oh, my.
And if they do, you somehow get in, like by the skin of your teeth, do not show up. Do not partake. How dare they disrespect you in what could possibly be your last year? This is just an exhibition. This ain't no real basketball. It's an exhibition. And worse, it's in Los Angeles, the All-Star game. I know it's in Intuit Dome, right? But it's in Los Angeles. So fans couldn't look at this and go, well, this could be his last one. It's in L.A. Let's, do this for his lifetime achievement. It ain't like that. If this was, we put the best numbers in the computer and they give you a number and those are the people who make the All-Star, then fine. He doesn't belong there. An exhibition game? Do you know that when Magic Johnson wasn't in the league put Magic Johnson in the All-Star game? I covered it.
Was that 96?
In Orlando.
Oh, you're talking about the 93. Yeah.
After the HIV.
Yep.
But my point is, if you're LeBron, you should not really be thrilled about how this is transpired, because it ain't that real. And the idea that they're really going to vote, who's the guy you just said, Rob G, who's ahead of him? Seriously.
Something Jukovic,
From
Danovich.
Yeah, from Portland.
I don't know.
Well, but you get my point. Like, really? Is that what we are? Come on, man. So if I'm LeBron James, no matter what, if I skin of my teeth or whatever, do not NOT participate. Thank you very much for being this disrespectful after all these years. Yes, I'm here telling LeBron James, do not partake in the All-Star game.
First of all, what in the world are you doing defending LeBron? I take a few days off, and I don't know who you are. The heck? Is this thing on? Is that Rob Parker next to me? What is going on? I'll say this. This is what I don't even know what we're doing right now. You say I don't ever talk about LeBron. Wrong. Dang it. If this can happen to Michael Jordan, this can happen to LeBron. This happened to Michael Jordan. The fans did not vote him in. Of course, the coaches put him in, and they throw him in the game. And Vince Carter, Isaiah Thomas has to convince him, hey, Vince, come on, man. Michael Jordan's last game, let him start. Okay, cool, no problem, And he let him start. My point is, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, and it happened to him. LeBron, and you know how I feel about him, he ain't that, and this can happen to him. It's possible for anybody. So, to me, I don't view it as a indictment on the fans. I think it's just where we are. He's missed a bunch of games already this season, I think 14 of them.
Did you hear the difference between the person that you mentioned in place of Michael Jordan compared to the guy who's in front of him now from Portland, from the Trailblazers?
I did.
Okay. I
did.
Okay.
And neither one of us, if we played who he played for, could name him again.
Okay. I can't remember. I don't know his name.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
It's crazy.
That's my point.
I agree. And maybe if he played all the games, we might be having a different thing because you've seen more. Maybe there's more plays. You can remember, that dunk, he did this. But I don't take it as an big indictment. But what I think is going to happen, where I kind of will meet you halfway, I think LeBron might announce retirement at the All-Star game. That would be LeBron of LeBron. To go, be a little disgruntled, didn't get voted in by the fans after all I've done for you, 20-something seasons, this is what I am, and then to take the moment. Hey, LeBron, we're not starting, you're not playing the game right now, but what an honor, you're in, the coaches put you in. Interviewing him, so many years, and I could totally see him saying, I appreciate the fans here to let the young boys do what they do, and by the way, it's good because this is going to be my last one.
Officially underway between 10-seed Miami and 6-seed Ole Miss. They are scoreless. It's still early in the first quarter. The Hurricanes currently have the ball at Ole Miss's 35-yard line. Earlier today in the NFL, the Dolphins fired their head coach Mike McDaniel after 4 seasons, but the Lions have already reached out to McDaniel about their offensive coordinator position, while the Ravens have requested a head coach interview with 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. He also has interview requests from Atlanta, Arizona, and Tennessee. Bears receivers Roma Dunze and DJ Moore are officially off the injury report. They're going to be good to go for Saturday's game against the Packers, but Chicago did rule out CJ Gardner-Johnson due to a concussion. The Rams have ruled out guard Kevin Dotson for Saturday's game at Carolina because of an ankle injury, but wide receiver Devontae Adams is good to go. In the NBA, Pacers are up on the Hornets 51-48 late in the second quarter.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 2. Rob G, how does that make you feel? You heard your name? I never heard that before.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Because I know that for a long time, Alex, you know this, pulling back the curtain. They couldn't put my name on the schedule or in the update or in the intro because other people didn't like it.
Which people?
I can't say who it was.
Can I?
No.
Oh.
Alex, don't do that, okay?
You'll be no longer with us.
Alex, we need 5 more years, okay?
5?
Yes, you can't do anything.
You're tripping.
You can't go anywhere, do anything for 5 years.
We got to talk if you want 5.
Okay.
He'll give you 6 months. No, he won't give you that long.
All right.
He'll give you a month.
Be sure to, but to hear your name on there, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty cool.
Be sure to check out the brand new YouTube channel you're watching us.
Do it!
And it's real simple. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. That's right. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Just search and subscribe. You'll be able to watch the show, simulcast, listen to it, and all that and much more. As we know, the Fiesta Bowl's going on, a semifinal here for the college football championship. And Rob G, you got an update?
Yeah, we got an update. The Hurricanes, shout out to Michael Irvin, they're driving right now. It's 3rd and 3. They're inside the red zone. They've already converted on 4th down once. Minimum looks like they're getting a field goal here, but hopefully they can cash it in for 6 and get on the board. And before we get to this next topic, Rob, which I know that you've been chomping at the bit for all week because you've been texting me about it.
Yes.
We've been saving it. Can I read some of the odd mob, the YouTubian comments that we got coming in?
Uh-oh.
Let me just say this. Monty's not allowed to work on this show anymore.
Why not?
Because
it's all about
it turns into a reverse thirst trap. People don't even spell her name correctly. They put David Jackson, put Montsi, M-O-N-T-S-I, all caps with exclamation points.
This has been going on her whole life. Am I right? M-O-N-S-E.
Yeah, no, I'm not offended.
No, I know.
Yeah,
right now, Monty Bologna is...
My whole life I've been dealing with my name, so it's fine. No.
How about some of the other comments that make you feel? The Hobo Man says, Monty looks like my typical Hinge date.
Damn, you must have some great dates then.
There you go. Hinge, what is that?
Here's another one coming in.
You can stay on Grindr, Rob.
I think you would do well there, Rob.
I think so.
You're so tall.
Can we make you an account if you don't have one?
I heard they say you give it a thumbs up.
We can put that picture you just took with the shirt.
No.
Yes, that'll be your profile picture for Grindr. Come on.
You would get so much activity.
Would you stop?
And then here's another one.
Put me on Unhinged. Can I go on Unhinged?
This is Mr. Gomer, but when I first read it, I thought it said Mr. Gooner. I'm going to choose to call it Mr. Gooner. It says, nice shirt, Monty. That shirt is fire. Take off that Odd Couple stuff.
Yeah.
What? How could you see the shirt underneath the Odd Couple stuff?
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So that's why Monty's not allowed to. Bree, you're doing updates from now on. Monty's not longer allowed on the Odd Couple.
It's unbelievable. They don't want her. They want her to take off her Odd Couple stuff. Don't get jealous because you don't work on a radio show. And
Roger,
you don't have gear.
I think you should auction yours as game worn. By the way,
Game worn.
Everybody
People buy
wants that. That's from year 2, I think.
we could all sign it, donate it.
We could. I was telling Rob, I have the year 1 with Chris Broussard, rest in peace. Deb Carson, rest in peace.
Me too.
That one I
You
don't
got
wear.
that one?
I do too.
I keep
That's
that
the
one
with
on
the hood and a zipper.
Yeah.
on purpose. That's going to be in the rafters in the Hall of Fame.
I legit could do an auction with all the ones you've given us, Rob. I have like 10.
So you have that many?
Yeah.
Wow.
Got the new one in my backpack.
The new one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was just saying that the new one is a sweater with a zipper, right? I mean,
It's fresh. It's like fleece, too.
Yeah.
In case I want to be fancy.
It's pretty nice.
It's pretty cool.
It's like a sweater vest.
It is.
But all good.
I
All right.
look great in San Francisco wearing that. Just 3 dudes walking around with matching sweaters.
Yes.
Can you imagine the kind of traction we're going to get?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about all that.
I don't either.
gonna be great.
Don't forget, coming up in about 25 minutes, Antonio Daniels, of course, NBA champ, Sirius XM radio, Pelicans TV analyst, and, of course, Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst. We also have a shop talk, so we got a lot of good stuff to get to here in hour number 2 on The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Rob Guerra in for Kelvin Washington. We hope he improves and he'll be here.
I hope so. Because it's fun doing the show, but I don't like sitting next to you.
No?
If that makes
Do I
sense.
stink?
No, I'd rather sit over there. I feel like I can yell at you and be more forceful behind the glass than up close.
And I can reach you over here if you yell at me.
Because you're 11 feet tall.
I know, just about.
So we need a foot cam for Rob G.
Nobody wants to hang out with me because I'm too
If
big.
I stand up, I'm the same height, which is embarrassing. It is the Super Bowl Eve, not Super Bowl Eve, playoff Eve in the NFL, right? We're about 48 hours from the first games kicking off on Saturday. And usually this is the time of the year, Rob, where everyone's like, well, make your Super Bowl prediction.
Everybody's been asking me. That's
Give
right.
me your Super Bowl. Even the security guys are asking us what the Super Bowl prediction is. And usually, if you're like me, what your prediction isn't always what you want to see, right? Because you're like, this is what I think is going to happen. I think these are the best teams, even though I would prefer to see this team or this guy or this coach win because it's a better story. But if you're Rob Parker and you host a national radio show and your slogan is, if I'm writing, I'm ripping.
There we go.
Everything is from the negative point of view.
Not everything.
Everything.
They tell me I'm too positive with Aaron Rodgers. That's not negative.
He's the only one. Like him and Lamar Jackson.
Okay, all right.
So on Sunday afternoon, Rob texts me, Rob G, I got a great take for us. We're going to do it this week on the show. Give us the Super Bowl teams that you don't want to be in the Super Bowl. Who do you not want to see win a championship? Rob, this is your baby. You've been sitting on it for 72 hours. Who are the teams you do not want to see hoisting the Lombardi in 3 weeks in Santa Clara?
All right. Well, it's tough in the NFC because there's 2 that I'm not that thrilled about.
Okay.
You got the 2?
Who are they?
The Los Angeles Rams.
You hate Matt Stafford that much?
I didn't say who said I hated him. I don't hate him.
Is it because it would ruin your Stat Padford moniker
No.
that you've made so much money off of?
And the Seahawks and Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. You would rather, okay, so Rob, playing that, you would rather see Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl.
Is that my only options?
No, I'm just saying. You're saying these are the 2 teams in the NFC I don't want to see in the Super Bowl.
But I have to pick one because I can't do both. Okay?
Yeah, you're fence sitting. I'm asking you.
Yes, who are you talking
Pick
about?
one. We don't do fence sitting on the Odd Couple.
If I have to, I'm going to say the Los Angeles Rams.
Why?
And I saw them at the end of the year. I know that they've had this year and all the stats. Matthew Stafford has put together a ton of stats. What do you got? 46 touchdowns and all that. And Puka,
You got all the numbers.
Puka's had an unbelievable year. But we saw that stumble against Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that second half against Seattle in a game they should have easily won, Rob G. Up 30-14.
They should have won.
Blew a
I think they had like a 91% chance
blew a
of winning that game.
16-point lead in the fourth quarter, not the second half.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter.
It was bad.
It was really bad. And I think I don't want to see, and this is where I'm going to be honest. Can I pull the curtain all the way back?
Absolutely.
I think Matthew Stafford would get an unfair rewriting of his career if they were able to win. Okay? And
Which you don't think he deserves.
Right. Yeah. What I mean by that is they already went to the Super Bowl before he got there.
Mm-hmm.
They already had the pieces, parts.
They had the infrastructure.
It was already set up for him.
Yeah.
He wins the first Super Bowl, Rob G. How many interceptions did he have in the Super Bowl? Because remember, he didn't even win Super Bowl MVP.
That would be Cooper Kupp.
He had 2 interceptions in that Super Bowl. He also had a big one that was dropped in the NFC, right? Okay, they won. I'm not taking anything away from them. And I think when you have a guy who was never up for All-Pro, his career, right? All-Pro, only made 3 Pro Bowls in 17 years as a quarterback in the NFL. And all of those stats that people point to were stats that I watched as meaningless stats. That's why he has a nickname. What was trending Sunday, Rob G, in his final game against the Cardinals?
Stat Padford.
Why would that be trending for a guy who's going into the Hall of Fame, a Hall of Fame quarterback? Why would that be trending? Because he was lighting up a bad team.
Because he was padding stats.
Exactly.
He was trying to win the MVP in Week 18.
Exactly.
And it worked because now he's the favorite.
And playing against, but I don't know what's automatic.
But I mean, like, in some people's eyes, the stat padding works.
Right. But if you really looked at it, in those other 2 games where it was really important, it didn't happen. And he had that really bad 3-interception game against the Falcons. So I think that would be one team. And the second would be the Broncos in the AFC. Don't want to see the Broncos, and that's because I think Sean Payton is too smug. Sean Payton, the way he treated Russell Wilson really bothered me, the way he disrespected him and what that guy had done in the league, Rob G.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, people make it like he's a genius and he invented football. He's also the guy who suspended over bounty gates, sending his players out to hurt people.
Don't talk about that.
Nobody talks about that with Sean Payton. So I'm not a Sean Payton guy, and I'm not a Matt Stafford guy. So those are the 2, if I could say, 2 teams I don't want to get to the Super Bowl because it enhances their story.
Sure.
Sean Payton's already won 1 Super Bowl. Matt's already won 1.
Yep.
If those guys get another one, it changes the conversation and the narrative.
Okay. So if I remove the Carolina Panthers, that's why I was giving you a hard time with that, because I don't think they deserve to be in the playoffs, right? Because they're 8-9.
But
take them off the table.
But they beat the Rams down there, which is
but
crazy.
then they also lost a winner-take-all game and still got in because of some backdoor cover with the Falcons. So take them off the table. I'm with you on the Broncos in the AFC. I do not, other than the Sean Payton stuff, which you so eloquently put, I'm not a Sean Payton guy. You've known that for a while. I don't need to see the 26th rated quarterback and a middle-of-the-road offense in the Super Bowl in a game that's going to be 13-7 and you're going to win on the last-second field goal one way or the other. Like, if you watch football and you don't just look at the end, I know all you say is short menu wins and losses. If you watch football, you cannot say with a straight face the Denver Broncos are the best team in the AFC.
No, they had a lot of that Chiefs magic from a year ago.
Where everybody knew watching the games this team is not as good as the record.
And did we not say that all year with the Chiefs last year?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dude, they're not going to win a Super Bowl playing like this.
Even the people who picked the Chiefs to win, which I was one of them, I fell for it. It was just because how am I going to pick against a team that's finding these weird ways to win all season? It wasn't because objectively I thought they were the best team.
Because they weren't.
It was because I'm like, hey, they got this kind of juju that I can't make sense of, and if I pick against them, I'm going to look stupid because they've been winning these stupid games all season long.
And then what happened? They got blown out.
And then they got blown out because the team didn't fall for that.
Exactly.
Stuff. So that's them in the AFC. In the NFC,
I'm interested to hear this one.
The 49ers.
Really?
Because Rob Parker's not the only one in America who doesn't like Kyle Shanahan, doesn't think he's all that great. We talk about this stat all the time on this show.
This is a crazy stat.
There have been 7 teams to give up 10-plus point leads in the Super Bowl. Shout out to Monty. Kyle Shanahan has been involved in 3 of those games, including the offensive coordinator for the biggest blown lead ever, 28-3, and the 2 tied for the second biggest blown leads, 10 points in the fourth quarter, both as head coach against the Chiefs.
Right.
And then again in the fourth quarter, both
against the Chiefs.
Yeah,
both.
Sorry.
Yep.
And this is my favorite stat of the whole thing. In those 3 Super Bowls that he was a part of as the OC and head coach, 2 in San Francisco, 1 in Atlanta, Kyle Shanahan's teams have been outscored a combined 58-12 in the fourth quarter and overtime.
58. He's an offensive genius, they tell us.
So that tells me, no matter what's going on in that game, if the San Francisco 49ers get there and they take on Josh Allen and the Bills, or they take on Justin Herbert or C.J. Stroud, whatever, Kyle Shanahan is going to find a way to melt down in the fourth quarter like he always does. And instead of us celebrating C.J. Stroud or Josh Allen or whoever it is, we're going to be talking about, see, Kyle Shanahan did it again.
He did it again.
He blew another one. And it's going to take a little bit of the shine away from the team that actually won, because the story is going to be Kyle Shanahan fumbles it away for the 4th time.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Only pick one. We want you to come in with one
team.
One team, and the reason why you don't want to see them in the Super Bowl. We just gave you a couple, both AFC and NFC, but we want you to pick one. Either one, it doesn't matter. Any team you want to pick, we'll do that. It is The Odd Couple. On a TV theme song Thursday, Rob Parker, Rob Guerra, better known as Rob G, in for Kelvin Washington. Right here on Fox Sports Radio, and you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
America.
You know what?
What?
I'm glad he walked out on Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr deserves all of it. All the smoke. He has created this monster in Draymond Green, and to have him walk out on his teammates and for it to be okay. And I would have told that dude, you better not come back out here, even if he ain't in the game. You better stay there if you're going to walk away from your teammates when you're trying to win a damn game. How dare Steve Kerr? Why does he continue to coddle this guy? Steve Curdle Milk is what you should be called, because your methods of coaching is ridiculous. He allowed him to sucker punch a guy, never even gave him a suspension, let Draymond talk about he walked away from the team and there was no discipline. And then they didn't want to suspend him because they wanted to make sure he was there for the ring ceremony so that he could get there. I would have said, you got suspended for 10 games, and we're giving out the rings on opening night, and you won't get yours that night. I don't understand it. How do the other players allow that? You're another player on the team. You're going to let this guy walk out? Everybody has disagreements. You can't walk out on your teammates. What kind of coach has Steve Kerr turned into? To allow this guy to do whatever he wants and then come back out? Kelvin, seriously, you play basketball. Come back out for what? You walked out on us. We're a team. Win together, lose together. We can argue. You can't walk out. It's ridiculous. I don't understand Steve Kerr, but I'm glad. Draymond, he's giving you a ton of rope. Use it. Make him look like the fool, because that's what it looks like. Really? Steve Kerr has no control over the team? You can walk out. Don't come back here. You don't come back until you apologize to everybody on this bench and this team and tell them it'll never happen again. Come back out. Oh, he wouldn't go back in the game. And you know what tells you how weak Steve Kerr is? You know what the reporter said?
You beat me to it. Yep.
You know what the reporter asked him? Was that
Draymond's decision?
Or yours? What?
I was when I heard that, I was like, what? Hold on, what? I would have went off for the report.
For the reporter to even ask him that.
But that
tells
shows
you that.
That shows the leeway and the
ridiculous.
The excuses that have been built. All right, a couple of things. So you touched on a lot of that, and we disagreed and argued all day yesterday. We started off the show here mostly agreeing on this. This has been something that's been built up with this team for now 10, 15, 10, 12 years. They've allowed things with Draymond that have not been allowed with any other teammate. And you just mentioned something. You said, well, why would somebody else on the team should have been like, hey, man, you can't be doing that. That's the issue, is that their best player, Steph, is not that kind of guy. So Draymond would have Draymond. You get what I'm saying? If there was another Draymond would have Draymond Greened it right then. But there's nobody else who's built like that. And so Steve Kerr has built and created where Draymond gets away with stuff that nobody else could get with. Because if Draymond tried to get away with the stuff Draymond does, he would have let him know. He would have checked him.
I don't doubt for 1 second if Michael Jordan was on that bench, he would have grabbed him and said, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Or the opposite. If you left, when you come back, no, we good. We good on you today.
Get back.
We don't need you. You didn't want to be a part of this comeback, this win, whatever. We don't need you right now. So let me elaborate on a couple other things. I think Steve Kerr is so much indoctrinated with Phil Jackson's ideology and the way Phil Jackson coached. Phil Jackson was so unique. He was telling Dennis Rodman, hey, go blow steam off in Vegas. And I think Steve Kerr adopted too much of that where I know I got different personalities. I got to allow this guy to do that. I got to let this guy do that. I'm going to give him leeway. I'm going to be harder on him. And I think he's trying to do that too much. Draymond has been allowed to do too much from a league standpoint and from a Warrior standpoint. You can't stomp people in the chest, punch your own teammates, punch other people, head like Rudy Gobert, cuss people out, cuss Kevin Durant out. That's so much so that he leaves the team. Like, how much more can a man get away with? And that's the thing that blows me away. And Steve Kerr has to have a point where he puts his foot down, or that team. Who checks Draymond?
Nobody.
Does anybody in the organization check Draymond? Does the bully ever get bullied? And it reminds me of a scene in one of my favorite movies, Road to Perdition. Anybody ever seen Road to Perdition? There's a scene where basically the head boss man, his son is just a terrible, incompetent gangster. Tom Hanks is really the one who should be his son, but is not his biological son. The bad dude, the bad son, goes off, does some wild stuff, and even hurts Tom Hanks' kids, kills his family and everything. And then basically Tom finally gets to him and he says, well, why you let him do that? And he said, well, that's my son. What did you want me to do? And that's what Steve Kerr has created, where they look at Draymond and go, well, I mean, that's our guy. What do you want us to do? No, somebody check him.
Rob G, did you watch this in reruns or no? Is this too old? This is from the 70s, yeah. You didn't see this. Alex, you didn't see it either, right?
I just watched reruns.
You seen the reruns?
Yeah.
Alex doesn't watch TV.
But he's seen Starsky and Hutch.
I didn't say I do watch. I said I did watch.
Alex lives in a van out by the river.
I
He
do.
lives by a van out by the river with a beautiful girlfriend. That's the difference between you and that guy.
It's kind of sad to say, but I was, pooping on that F1 movie forever, and then somebody told me it starts with Brad Pitt living in a van.
Yeah, it
I gotta
does.
watch it now.
Yeah, now you're locked in. Now you got to. It is The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker and me, Rob G, sitting in for Kelvin Washington right here on Fox. Antonio Daniel's going to join us in about 7 minutes. Before we can let you know that for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free roadside protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. We're asking you, which team do you not, N-O-T, want to see in the Super Bowl? Me and Rob both agree. We don't want to see Sean Payton's Broncos in there. What say you?
Will in Wisconsin, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Will?
What's up, R&R Sports Factory, man? Good to hear you guys.
I like that, the R&R Sports Factory.
I love it.
But ditto, Rob, on everything. And I think you had shared something there on your X page there, or Twitter, what have you, there about Matt Stafford. And it's not, to piggyback off a reiteration, but seriously, despite, like, the storytelling of Matt Stafford is truly despite, him being lauded and coaches saying, hey, he can make great throws and all of that. That had not translated to the same play like his peers, like Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
It's not the same level. And so, no, even in the Super Bowl that he won, it wasn't just, giving a guy a hard time. He hadn't earned the ability in a bad game to say that, we're going to see him come from behind and really do. If it wasn't for, all-time defense, I mean, at that point against Cincinnati, you didn't think that, oh, man, what's going to happen? You were like, there's the real match.
And how did that game end? On a sack by Aaron Donald, right?
Yep.
That was how that game, it was the defense. And like I said, he had 2 picks. It's very seldom that you throw a touchdown to win the game and you're a quarterback and you don't win the MVP.
That never happens.
Right? Almost never. Thanks, Will. Appreciate it. We got here Ray in Massachusetts. You're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Ray? How are you?
Good show, guys.
Thank you.
I would not like to see the Packers because I'm a diehard Bears fan. I hope we take them out on Sunday night.
I like the Bears in that game. I know a lot of people, with the Packers and the Bears. We know it.
Oh, Rob's a flip-flopper. Surprise, surprise.
What?
His preseason Super Bowl pick, America,
is done.
Was the Ravens and the Packers. Week 18. I'm going with the Steelers in that game.
But wait a minute. Here's my point. Give me credit, Ray, for looking at the Ravens. Even though that was my pick, Rob G. I could have stayed there.
Stay firm with your laurels, Rob.
No, I knew they weren't going to win. I knew they weren't going to win.
If they would have made the field goal, they would have been, but,
No, but they always lose like that, Ray. That's the problem. There's always something at the end of the game that makes them lose.
At the end of the game, they stop giving Henry the ball.
Right. Bad. All right, my man. Thank you.
Flip-flop.
I don't wear flip-flops. Scott in Pennsylvania. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Scott?
Hey, guys. Best 3 hours on the tube.
My man.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate you, Scott. You know that.
This is going to be short and sweet. We got rid of my wife's family's team from Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, yes.
And after this Sunday, hopefully we can get rid of all my friends' Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
And I will really be in a crap list then.
You don't want to see. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
No Eagles. Wow. Are they tired? Too much Eagles? Are they dumb?
I think the tush push is a problem for a lot of people. And when you watch them play, they're another one of those teams. They're not a fun watch this season.
Yeah, they haven't been. I agree with that.
And I think that most people.
Somebody said that they had them going to Super Bowl again, and I would be surprised. But then again, the Rams have to go through Philadelphia, right? If they get there.
It depends on if the Bears lose, that changes things, right?
Okay.
Because they're the 2 seed.
Because the Bears are the 2 and the Eagles are 3?
3.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
But can you imagine being the Niners? The Niners were 1 win away from being the 1 seed in the first round.
And staying home the whole time.
And now you got to open up your playoff round in Philadelphia in cold temperatures on the road.
And the Chargers are going to New England, right?
Yes.
That's going to be an interesting playoffs. I really don't know. I got to be honest. This is one of the weirdest ones for me. I don't think that we know. I think you could say everybody's saying the Rams or whatever. Those 2 games bothered me at the end. They did, and they showed me that they can lose.
And it's like the people, and I'm one of them. The people who are still picking the Rams are like ignoring those 2 games.
Right.
Like I'm willfully ignoring what I saw in Seattle and Atlanta.
I hear a lot of Rams fans.
That's what I have to
like
do.
It's never like it never happened.
It never happened to me.
Right. Stafford threw 3 interceptions.
But then he lit up the Cardinals, though. You saw that.
Yeah, okay.
You saw that, Rob.
Unbelievable.
Only MVPs put up 4 touchdowns in Phoenix.
Yeah, okay. Oh, God.
It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Rob G. sitting in for
Sick to my
Kelvin Washington
stomach.
on Fox Sports Radio. NBA champion Antonio Daniels joins us next. But first, Monty Bolognius.
That's right. It's close enough. That's close enough.
Monty Bolaños.
Bolaños.
I got it right the first time I said it.
Yeah, you did. You did very early on. Ole Miss may have just broken through.
All right, wait a minute.
And maybe getting
ABC you later.
Yep. Kewan Lacey, a rushing touchdown, which before this happened, guys, Ole Miss didn't have a first down.
They were
They didn't
negative
have
3
a
yards.
They didn't have a first down before this play. A 73-yard rushing touchdown. Kewan Lacey for the Rebels. So Ole Miss is up right now on Miami. 6-3 extra point pending. They just got going in the second quarter, but this is literally you can't, especially with the way you were playing. Again, they didn't have a first down in the entire first quarter. They couldn't even move the ball that well. Trinidad Chambliss is just 2 of 3 for 8 yards. But again, Lacey with that 73-yard rushing touchdown gives the Rebels a 7-3 lead. They just got going in the second quarter of this Fiesta Bowl. When it comes to the NBA, the Pacers right now are up on the Hornets 66-60 too early in the third quarter. LaMelo Ball, who came off the bench just so that he could play a little bit longer in the fourth quarter, he's got 22 points. Also, the Heat and the Bulls are delayed for about 30 minutes now because there's condensation on the court. Apparently, there's a lot of weather going on in Chicago, so condensation on the court, which is why the Heat and Bulls game has been delayed about 30 minutes late in the first quarter. And the Timberwolves are up on the Cavaliers right now, 25-20. When it comes to the NHL, the Bruins are up on the Flames 3-0 late in the second period, just like the Panthers and the Canadiens. But the Canadiens are up 3-1 late in the second period. The Red Wings lead the Canucks 3-1. Flyers over the Maple Leafs 1-0. Sabres over the Rangers 2-0 halfway through the second period. And in case you missed it today in the NFL, the Dolphins fired their head coach, Mike McDaniel, after 4 seasons, but the Lions have already reached out to McDaniel about their offensive coordinator position. The Ravens have requested a head coach interview with 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh. He's popular. He's already had interview requests from Atlanta, Arizona, and Tennessee. Former Commanders offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury has received head coach interview requests from the Titans and the Ravens as well. And the Giants have requested a head coaching interview with Broncos special teams coordinator Darren Rizzi. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Monty.
Jess.
Appreciate it.
Jess.
It is the Odd Couple on a TV theme song Thursday. Rob Parker, Rob Guerra, better known as Rob G, in for Kelvin Washington. Bud Mexican is there. You go. And let's go. You know who's coming up? Antonio Daniels, our man, NBA champ, Sirius XM, NBA radio, Pelicans TV analyst. My God, I'm running out of time here in space. Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst. Antonio, how are you, my man? How are you?
What up?
We got him? No, punch him up. I see it's still locked. Punch him up. There we go. Antonio, how are you?
We'll get it figured out.
All right.
That was a great intro you did there, Rob.
I was trying to get there.
I mean, it was like when they introduced Tiger Woods at the Masters, and it takes him 17 minutes because he has so many accolades.
All the accolades.
Yeah.
He's got,
shout out to Tiger.
Hey, Tiger.
He hit it so good today.
I hit it so good today. It was fun.
Big time. Was that behind the Waffle House, or was that on the
I did pull out.
I'm just asking.
Hey, it's Tiger, gold winning jacket, Social Security last four,
Worst
8775.
voicemail in sports history.
Exactly. And, yeah, you know, my wife had my phone.
Yeah,
so,
don't do that.
Like,
You're going to call your mistress.
Don't tell on yourself.
Just say, there he is. The music's back.
Antonio Daniels, NBA champ, Sirius XM, NBA radio, Pelicans TV analyst, and Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst. Say hello to Rob G. What's going on, Antonio?
Rob and Rob. I like the sound of that. What's up,
Hey,
fellas?
D, what's up, man?
We're doing great, and obviously we want to jump in quickly and start with Trey Young being traded from Atlanta to NBA Siberia in Washington. What do you make of this trade, other than I guess he wants to get paid at some point and they're going to cash him out?
Well, a couple of things. First and foremost, it's weird because he got traded during the game last night that I was calling.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
We saw him
Yeah,
leave the
I was-
arena. I saw the video,
Yes.
right.
Right. And it's different to me. I'll say this first and foremost. I think when you have a player of Trae Young's caliber and a guy that has the legacy that Trae Young has in Atlanta, he deserves more respect than to be traded during a game. He deserves more respect to that.
I don't understand why that couldn't wait. It wasn't like I've seen baseball trades where a guy gets traded and plays that night. You know what I mean? Like they want his bat, but this was not the case.
Right, like it happened in the third quarter. So we're talking about basically holding off on that trade for another 45 minutes, hour max. You know, trading a guy midway through the third quarter, a guy like the second best player probably in Atlanta Hawks history. Like I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Again, I'm not a fan of that. But I will say this: outside of that part, I don't see a scenario where you see Trae Young in a Washington Wizards uniform this year at all.
So you said he's not going to play at all because they want to tank?
I don't think so.
It
would surprise me.
Okay.
It would surprise me. This Trae Young being traded to the Washington Wizards reminds me of Al Horford being traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And what did they do with Al Horford when he got traded to the OKC Thunder? They sent him home. Because they're playing for something bigger.
Right. But that happened also in Toronto, didn't it, with Jason Ingram when he went to
You mean Brandon Ingram?
Brandon Ingram. I'm like Brandon Ingram. Jason is my friend.
Like Trae Young is coming off of injuries, and even though you have more than half the season left, like one of the reasons that it was somewhat easy to get to shop C.J. McCollum is because he was helping them win basketball games. Not a lot, but more than they wanted to win.
Right.
So now you can see them simply saying, you know what? Okay, let's sit Trae Young down. Let's go ahead and develop Carrington and Johnson and Koulibaly and all these other all these younger guys. That's really what it comes down to. I cannot see a scenario where he plays a game this year.
AD, following up on the Trae Young conversation, you just said that you think, even for all of his faults, the defensive shortcomings is well documented, right? You just said that he is good enough to help you win games. Still, even with all that said, are you surprised then that a team that does want to win didn't get in the mix? Because he went relatively
And I think
cheaply.
they will. Rob, I think they will. I think they will get in the mix. Like, maybe this sounds hyperbolic, but can you see, because Trae Young has a player option next year. So when the summer goes around, let's say they hypothetically get, who knows? They get Cam Boozer or DeBanza or Peterson or somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
What team do you know that really wants to develop a ton of young talent, on the backside of that young talent wants to max somebody out?
None.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. No. Right? It doesn't fit.
Nobody. So honestly, and I said this on my SiriusXM show today, there is a legit scenario that honestly we may never see Trae Young play in the Washington Wizards uniform.
Wow.
Because if he turns down his player option and says something like, you know what, I'm willing to play less. If he's getting $40 million next year, what's best? $40 million next year, or 2 or 3 or 4 years, $80 million to go to Minnesota.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or even like opt in and trade me. I'll opt in if you can trade me somewhere.
Right. A team where you can actually go somewhere where you fit well next to Anthony Edwards and you're built in a way that can cover his defensive deficiencies with guys like Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert and some of those other guys.
Let's go to Wemby and just where he is. My biggest concern coming into his career, and obviously he's had injuries and whatnot, it's just guys that size, Antonio, they just normally have some sort of issues. Foot, ankle, leg, whatever it may be. And I know he's so young in his career to say he's not going to reach his full potential and all this, but how concerned are you that it seems like there's always something here?
Well, I think it's cause for concern because he's one of one in the history of the sport.
Right.
He's not the first player that's been 7'4", 7'5" to play in the NBA, but he is the first player to be 7'4" or 7'5" and move like this. The move in this way. So I have said on numerous occasions, if you could, click on settings and then scroll down the injuries and then turn injuries off, he could be the best player to ever touch a basketball.
Right, ever.
But to have that conversation and not discuss the injuries that are a possibility because of his size and because of his build, I mean, you have to be able to discuss it. You have to be able to talk about both sides of him here. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Spurs are too. That's why they're incredibly cautious with him.
Well,
I get it.
And he has missed a third of his games already in his career.
Yeah, coming into this season, he had missed about almost a third of his games. So
correct.
Tough. Last one for me. I got to ask. We talked about Trae Young to start off. He did get traded. One guy who there's been speculation about getting traded, Giannis in Milwaukee, and there's a report that he came out and said on Thursday that he would, quote, never ask the Bucks for a trade. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to ask you your opinion about this because you have more experience with it. I think that is some of the most chicken blank conversation you could ever have, considering that he's been leading them on for about a year and a half. Like, hey, I want to win. I do whatever means necessary. He's like soft launching a trade demand, but he doesn't actually have the stones to do it. You lived through this in New Orleans. Like AD, Anthony Davis before you, like he's like, I want out. And some guy, you got to be the bad guy and demand a trade if you really feel that way. Would you respect Giannis more if he just said, hey, this is not working, I want to be traded, instead of I'm going to not say anything, kind of hide my hands?
No, because the thing is, I think Giannis is doing this the right way. Like, we've seen guys do this before, and I don't think it's the asking out that's the issue. I think it's the way you ask out that becomes a problem.
Okay.
Because this is one of the situations with Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks that favors both sides here. Like, of course, you don't want to trade Giannis Antetokounmpo. When you have a star in a smart market, like, he's a walking economy in Milwaukee. The games are more crowded, restaurants are more crowded downtown, all of that. But let's look at the future. They don't have any players to build around or add to Giannis as far as youth is concerned, even though Ryan Rollins is having a really good year. They don't have financial flexibility to pay anybody because they basically have stretched Damian Lillard, so they're paying him without even being on the roster, and they don't have draft compensation. So how do you build as an organization now moving forward? It's not possible. So this is one of these situations where Giannis doesn't have to ask for a trade because it's a matter of time before it simply happens anyway because there's no way around it.
That's fair.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, Antonio, man, we appreciate you as always. Thank you so much for the knowledge.
Thank you, brother.
For sure, fellas. Appreciate you guys. Have a blessed night, man.
Yep, thank you.
Coming up next, unlike another thing that you love that happened this week, The Odd Couple will not let you down. We'll get into that next with Shop Talk.
Very nice.
It is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Rob G sitting in for Kelvin Washington right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Unless you think Jonas Knox has better teases in the US of A.
Oh, my.
He does.
The idea about Jared Goff. I've been telling you this for a while, and I don't care what the numbers are. I heard Colin Cowherd talk about Jared Goff doesn't get consideration despite his numbers with the line quarterback or whatever. And people, I get it. He puts up coming into the game. I think he had 32 touchdowns. Rob G, check me if I'm wrong.
No, you're
and
right.
Just 5 interceptions.
You're correct.
Right? But of course, here was yet another big game where he wet the bed. He did it last year after getting the number 1 seed in the NFC, taking on a rookie quarterback. He turned the ball over 4 times, right? 4 times. 3 interceptions and a fumble. Here he is. He has 5 of the Lions' 6 turnovers. We talk about the Lions did. They had more turnovers than a bakery yesterday against the third-string quarterback who Rob G had the net yards, passing yards of -3. Is that what it was? 3 yards. Net passing yards of 3 yards, Kelvin.
Mm-hmm.
in a game just to keep their hopes alive, right? It didn't mean you made the playoffs.
Right, but I mean, if it's going to happen, you got to win it.
You got to at least win it against a nobody. The guy only had like 41 yards, am I right? Or was it 51 yards, Rob G, passing? 51 yards. But no, he has 5 turnovers. If you want to know why he became available to the Detroit Lions, it's because, and remember, the Lions got a lot of picks in it too. I get it, right? Mm-hmm. But the reason that the Rams, who went to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, moved on is they couldn't believe this guy can't win a big game for them. That was what they believed. And if you have not watched the last couple of years and you're still not convinced, if I'm the Lions, hello, is this on? I would do whatever I could in my power to move off of Jared Goff. He's not going to get you where you're trying to go. Will you win games? Yes, you will. Will you be in the mix somehow, some way? Yes, you will. But the ultimate goal in Detroit, who has never, right, which has never won a Super Bowl, is to win the Super Bowl. I am convinced 1,000% that Jared Goff will never win you a Super Bowl. And even if they have to eat the contract like they did with Russell Wilson, look at the Broncos. They took an unbelievable hit to walk away from Russell Wilson. And guess where they are? Fighting for the number 1 seed in the AFC. With a chance, with that defense, a chance to get to the Super Bowl.
That's real.
At some point, you have to be honest and look at a guy and go, he's good. He can get me to a certain place. It happens with coaches all the time, Kelvin. We talk about it. This coach got me here. He can't get me over the hump. And sometimes you got to make it. Probably the greatest move in NFL history, one of, was when the Tampa Bay Bucks said to Tony Dungy, thank you, but we've had enough. And they hired John Gruden, and guess what? With Tony Dungy's team, John Gruden won that franchise a Super Bowl. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Be afraid of the known. And that is what you need to be afraid of. Be afraid of the known. The known is that Jared Goff can't win a big game when you need it. It's happened way too often for a guy who's put up the kind of numbers that he's put up. Detroit Lions, don't be satisfied. You still have a good nucleus, but you're not going to win anything with Jared Goff. I'm convinced of that.
That drop will live on forever. It is The Odd Couple. Fox Sports Radio. Rob Parker over there. Me, Rob G over here, sitting in for Kelvin Washington. Want to remind you that if you missed any of today's show, you'll want to catch the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast right after the show. Today's podcast
Who's putting it together?
will be
Is
posted.
it Vitamin Bree or you?
Vitamin Bree is doing it. I'm talent. What are you talking about?
Look at that. She's
Me,
like Vitamin
you,
Bree.
Monty. We don't do work. We just show up.
Vitamin Bree. You don't like that name, do you?
No, it's cute. Aaron Torres came up with it.
That's right. Be sure to follow the podcast, rate it 5 stars. You can even provide a review. Again, just search Odd Couple. Wherever you get your podcast, you'll find today's full show and best of version posted right after the end of the program.
Caution.
Say that on air next time, Rob.
No, I didn't say anything.
Rob, caution.
Well, if you're not going to say it on air, let's get to shop talk.
Ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
Now, it's Shop Talk.
That's right. It is Shop Talk. Odd Couple, where we discuss something happening outside of the world of sports. This week's topic comes to us courtesy of Netflix. Because if you've watched the show by now, I'm sure you have, your millions of people have, you know that the finale for Stranger Things, despite a $400 million budget, it's kind of mid. Pretty disappointing.
Really?
In the eyes of many. Just watch it, Alex.
I haven't seen it yet.
Monty, your mic's off, so we don't know what you're saying right now. So here's the question, guys. If Stranger Things lets you down, which it did for a lot of people, what's one TV show, streaming show, or movie ending that had you feeling great? What was the best ending to a show or movie that you can recall? Rob Parker, you said this one's easy.
Well, it
Tell
is
us why.
easy, but I have two, okay? And the one I've mentioned before and you thought I would say, and that's the ending to the Planet of the Apes, the original with Charlton Heston. Rod Serling wrote that, helped write that. And that's so Twilight Zone. For anybody who, of course, have seen it, you know, he's trying to get off the planet, and he looks, he's got the girl on the horse or on the beach, and he looks, and there's a Statue of Liberty buried in the sand, and he realizes, we ain't going nowhere. We're already home. Because you wouldn't have that at some other I thought it was great. But the one I'm going to pick is the old Newhart show. So Newhart, in that show, he's like running an inn somewhere in Vermont or whatever. And for the very last show, the lights are off. He's in bed. He turns the lights on. He's sick, coughing or something. And they take him back to the Bob Newhart show from the 70s with his wife from that show in bed and whatnot. And he says, it's weird. I woke up. I dreamt that I was running an inn in Vermont, and Susan Plachetta was his wife in the show, goes, oh, Bob, go back to sleep. So they went back to his original show, the same room that they were in the 70s. It was tremendous.
That's great. Alex.
This is tough because every show I've actually liked doesn't have like an actual ending. They're like very
They just get canceled.
random. Like, what's that term where shows don't have like an association every episode? There's like a term for it.
No idea.
It's like where they're not connected. But anyways, like I always think of like Game of Thrones. I was so let down, and Stranger Things.
You remember the negatives more than the positives.
Yeah, like the only good one I can think of is just Breaking Bad, but that's just a great show, you know?
Right.
There was no special ending to it. No.
Like movies are better for me to like say good endings.
Okay, so give one a movie with a good ending. Because you can do a movie too. You can do a movie too.
God, dude. Where do I even start? Like, how about the one where it's I See Dead People? Like
The Sixth Sense.
Yeah, Sixth Sense. Gee, the ring drops at the end? Bruh.
I wanted to
Shyamalama
see
can't
that,
do
but I
better.
only had 5 cents, so I couldn't get in.
Okay, Rob.
All right, Bree.
I was going to say Breaking Bad too, along with Alex. And I think Friends actually had a really, really decent ending.
Seinfeld had a bad ending.
They all do.
How I Met Your Mother, horrible ending.
Horrible.
Scrubs, horrible
Sopranos,
ending.
terrible.
Sopranos, horrible ending. So yeah, I'm going to go Friends and Breaking Bad.
Monsi Bolaños.
Friends is not decent. Friends is great. It wraps it up completely.
Yeah,
There's
okay,
no
perfect.
questions.
Okay. Yes.
It wraps it up completely.
But you
The
would
Office,
admit that Seinfeld with the court and
I
all
didn't
that-
watch
it-
Seinfeld like that,
okay.
so I wouldn't.
Right?
I
it
don't
was
know.
Just, it was just too much. It was a court case. or whatever, stupid.
Friends wraps it up nicely. You have no questions. The Office wraps it up nicely. Everyone comes back. Even Michael Scott for the wedding of Dwight and Angela. That wraps up nicely. I don't know why people were complaining about Stranger Things because we had the pandemic. There was a strike. All these years passed by. What did you want them to do? I feel like they wrapped it up really nicely. The last episode was 2 hours like a movie. Everything. You shouldn't have any questions.
It wasn't wrapped up enough because there was a
But
baby.
you had a bunch of
9
questions.
months
About
later.
what?
About every. I don't want to
Rob.
spoil it for people who haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so, we'll talk about it because
Okay.
what questions do you have, honestly?
I'll ask you during
Okay,
the break, and
sounds
then you
good.
answer them for me.
I
And
will.
If you
I will.
can't, will you say that I'm right?
I don't. Your questions better not be splitting hairs about something that doesn't matter. Because
Okay.
I feel
All
like
right.
the big picture, we got it.
Oh, real
Rob G,
quick.
what'd you got?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air actually had a really good closing, if you remember.
Yes, it was emotional. But yes, it was a good
Yeah.
ending. TV show Succession had a good ending. And it didn't end the way you wanted it to. That's what made it such a good ending. Is that like, hey, it doesn't always have a happy ending. And that's why I think the best ending for me of like movies was the original Rocky. Because they were the first ones to kind of flip it on its head where it's like, no, the little guy doesn't win at the end. He lost that fight.
Right.
But the only thing that he had was he's happy he went the full 15. And he had a moral victory. But it was like, all right,
No,
cool.
I get it. Because normally in the
I
Disney
don't-
movies,
yeah,
he would have won.
Exactly.
Right.
He would have won. It would have been knockout. They did that in the second one, so they flipped it. But that first one I thought had the best ending.
That's a good point. But the Planet of the Apes one. That's
But that's a
pretty
movie,
good.
you know
Just
what I'm
wait
saying?
for the Odd Couple ending. It's going to be terrible.
Oof.
Rob's going to get fired. He's not show
Rob's
up
gonna be
one
Don't
day.
screaming
say
on the way
that.
out.
Oh my God.
I'm
Don't say that.
done.
I'm done.
Don't call me.
That's right.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio.
You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd.
You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is.
Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game. Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations.
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank
I
you.
love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape with the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
final continues between 10-seed Miami and 6-seed Ole Miss, and the Hurricanes have retaken the lead.
Beck turns, gives to Brown, comes right side. Brown lowers the shoulder. Brown dives. He's into the end zone for a Miami touchdown. And the Hurricanes reclaim the lead. Marty Brown caps it off. 7:09 to go in the quarter. Miami 9-7 now over Ole Miss.
Hurricanes radio network on the call. They did have the lead, but the Rebels have actually just tied the game with a field goal. So with about 4 minutes to go in the first half, the Rebels and the Hurricanes are tied at 10 apiece. Carson Beck is 11 of 16 for 86 yards. Trinidad Chambliss is 5 of 7 for 38 yards. In the NBA, in the fourth quarter, the Hornets lead the Pacers 92-90, and in the second quarter, the Timberwolves are losing to the Cavaliers 51-44. I'm Monty Bolaños.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 on a TV theme song Thursday. Rob Parker, Rob Guerra, better known as Rob G, our producer, filling in for Kelvin, who's under the weather. Hopefully, Kelvin will be back.
Feels sick
tomorrow. Appreciate you being here.
Even if he's back, do you expect him to be here?
Do I?
Yeah. No.
Tomorrow?
He'll be at home.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, back on the show.
Right.
He's not going to be here for the cheesecake. It's my birthday on Saturday. We're going to have cheesecake tomorrow.
I got 4 pounds of cheesecake coming here.
Is that how big it is?
Yeah.
Is it 4 pounds?
4 pounds.
Really?
Bulking season, Rob.
And that was way cheaper than getting a slice or equal.
Mhm.
All right, almost the same, right?
Yeah, it was the same price as 1 slice.
Miami just scored again? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go Canes.
16-10 pending the extra point.
Where's Michael Irvin when you need him?
I know. It is the Odd Couple again. And with the iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. Catch us and all the Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7. In the new and improved iHeartRadio app, just search Fox Sports Radio in the app and stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeartRadio app so it'll always pop up at the top of your screen. Don't forget, the reason you listen on Thursday, Tyshird's Tower of Trivia and Legendary Miami Hurricanes edition. So there you go. We'll do that. We also have Last Call. If you couldn't get in, Rob G, on some topics earlier, you'll have that opportunity. And I do want to take this time to just say thanks. You know, we do appreciate you. And that's why, you know this, Rob G, when we started this show, we wanted to make sure that we made it listener-friendly. Mm-hmm. Listeners can be involved in the show. You can claim this as your show.
Yep.
I know a lot of shows talk at you.
That was on purpose.
It was right?
Yep.
On purpose. We were like, a lot of shows talk at you, and you really can't get in. You can't, be heard or whatever. We're here for you to be able to not only listen to us, but also chime in. We want to hear what you have to say from time to time, and we don't think we go overboard on calls, just enough.
Yeah, and not even just on calls, on the YouTube. We want you to chime in because we're unlike a lot of shows. We're going to read the comments 100%. On the air, including dating back to hour number 2. We did a segment talking about the best endings in TV and film history.
So some people chimed in.
People are really anxious about this one.
Okay.
So here's one. Scott Lewis says, "Cheers was an awesome way to end. Just we are closed."
Yep. No, that was a good way.
That was good.
Yep.
And then
sometimes you can overthink it. That's what problem.
Exactly.
People are like, oh, we got to have this dynamite crazy ending.
Mm-hmm. You have people talking about these ones are overrated. Terry Wilson says The Walking Dead was overrated with their ending. And I think
in general it's overrated.
And then Alex, you'll appreciate this one. Somebody went out of their way onto our YouTube page to ask this. Whatever happened to the anime podcast, Alex? He's the listener. He's the one.
That's deep.
You got 7 listeners. And
that
he's
is
one of them.
deep. Wow.
Does he want to know what really happened?
Yes.
Hollywood got involved.
Oh, wow.
And when they put money into that stuff, it gets bad.
Okay.
Like I said, when I saw Megan Thee Stallion doing the award show, time for me to leave.
You got to get out of there.
Not my place.
All right. Are you going to bring it back?
Actually, might.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. That's a tease.
Apparently, he's not above Hollywood's money.
No. All right.
Alex,
Well, we
such a fraud.
appreciate that. There you go.
I'm a fluffer. What do you want?
And a damn good one, too.
That's a
The
drop.
way he said it. The way he said it just felt weird.
What?
Hey, yo!
Wow.
I just look at that.
Even Bree's like, oh.
What, Bree? That was just, you need a shower?
That was a little much.
Was it?
That was a tad
That was
much.
almost as bad as when he said he put barbecue sauce on her back.
Oh.
You remember that one?
No.
Bree, you got barbecue sauce on your back.
No.
Bree, here's a towel.
Yeah, here's
After
a
this
towel.
this hot seat appearance, you got all that barbecue sauce in your back. Wipe it off.
Because whenever we do the hot seat, we'd always say, like, you're a piece of meat on the grill. No, on the grill, and we always say,
Rob,
okay,
caution.
Yeah. When you explain yourself, it sounds worse.
It got worse, Rob. Stop.
Everything. I can't say anything every time I say something. I mean, all right, we got it.
All right, it is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker right there. Rob G, that's me sitting in for Kelvin Washington over here. It is the Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio. Keeping an eye on this college football playoff semifinal. Canes up 17-10. About 2 minutes left to go.
I don't know
in
who
the first
scored, but
half.
he was wide open.
And that's been the case of this game. A lot of big plays on both sides. I know Ole Miss has been struggling, but they popped a 73-yard touchdown run. And outside of that, though, Miami has really dominated this game. And it's surprising that it's only 17-10, Rob.
Yeah. I mean, I picked Miami. This is where Ole Miss gets off, you know what I mean, as far as this run here without their
This magical
leader.
run. This is their exit.
I mean, they won 2 games. So, I mean, I give them credit. Without your coach or whatever, you're a step away, a game away, and away from getting to the national championship.
And you know, we always say that the stats don't always tell the story, but sometimes they do. Miami total yards 230 to 112. Miami on 3rd and 4th down is 6 of 9. Ole Miss is 0 of 3.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's only a 7-point game.
Right. They're an interception or, return.
A bloop in the blast?
A bloop in the blast, as we say in baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, as far as getting back into it. So this game's not over. But, yes, Miami has dominated so far.
Yes, sir. All right,
Okay.
so let's get back.
The NFL playoffs
Yes.
are getting kicked up.
Sticking in football, going to the NFL. And the big story on Thursday, I don't know how big it is, but that Mike McDaniel got fired, right? Even though a lot of us could kind of see it coming, the way the season ended, you know, the dysfunction with the team, everybody was missing meetings, falling asleep, showing up late, and he never did anything about it. Tua was talking about a lack of leadership. Then he gets benched. So to see Mike McDaniel getting fired wasn't that much of a shocker. In fact, Jay Glazer, Fox Sports NFL insider, had a whole bit on Sunday before Black Monday talking about which coaches were on the hot seat and could get their walking papers relatively quickly. Here's who he had on his graphic on coaches to keep an eye on. He said, time will tell. John Harbaugh, fired. Jonathan Gannon, fired. Raheem Morris, fired. Mike McDaniel, fired. Todd Bowles, apparently he's going to stay. Right? So those are the guys.
And he could have been fired because they had a bad finish.
Sure. So, but those are teams that missed the playoffs, and so it would make sense why those guys would go. He had 3 other names on that list, though, of teams that are currently in the playoffs as of right now. Mike Tomlin, Sean McDermott in Buffalo, Matt LaFleur with the Packers. So, Rob, I ask you this. Of those guys, could we say Todd Bowles is off the table? He's going to stay.
Yeah,
3 other names left.
Yeah, I just don't see that Todd Bowles might be in
3 names left, and they're all in the postseason.
Okay.
Tomlin, LaFleur, McDermott. Who's the next coach to get fired?
It would be easy to say Mike Tomlin, but they just won the division, which I don't think anybody thought, right, coming into the season. He was the one who had the love affair with Aaron Rodgers. It could have been a disaster, Rob G. Instead, Aaron Rodgers went 10-5 in his 15 starts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's hard to look at Mike Tomlin. And the last piece is that they just don't fire coaches, Rob G. They just don't.
Right.
Had 3 coaches in the last 60 years or 58, 55 years, whatever it is.
They believe in job security in Pittsburgh.
It's a family-owned business.
I need a
it's
job
not,
there.
It's not a corporation. You know what I mean? So they
you wouldn't have 28 jobs, Rob, if you got hired.
I would have one job. I'd be there. That's right. But Sean McDermott is the guy, to me, who I think is in jeopardy. Because if you look at the AFC, no Mahomes, no Lamar. You got the defending MVP. If you're not going to get there this year, Rob G., when are you going to get there? And that's why I think it's a hard sell to continue to go with Sean McDermott. He's been there. How many years we got now with Sean McDermott?
A lot. He's been through several coordinators.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's been there. You can't keep doing the same thing and be expecting different outcomes. And you would look and go, the path is clear. I left out Joe Burrow, right? No Joe Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar. It's a clean slate in the AFC.
Yep.
Why not Buffalo? They've been waiting to try to win a championship since Moby Dick was a guppy.
I was going to say the Louisiana Purchase.
All right, one of the two.
Okay.
But you get my point.
Yep.
So I'm going to say it's Sean McDermott. Where are you?
That's not a bad guess for all the reasons you stated, because if not now, then when? Like, the landscape has never been more wide open for Buffalo than it is this season. And this is not even the best team of that run, right? Like, sometimes it works out that way. You know that, covering sports, since the Louisiana Purchase.
There you go.
That
was an escrow.
Right. That the best team or your best team isn't always the one that breaks through. Sometimes your best team has a heartbreaker in the championship semifinal, right? Or you lose in game 7 in a heartbreak, and then you come back the next year, and even though your team might not be better than it was a year before, key injury there.
You still might want
the playoff shakes out a certain way. You make a run. Aaron Rodgers' best teams never won the Super Bowl.
They were 15-1 one year. The
14-2, yeah.
And the year that they won, they were 6th seed.
Yeah. Wild card, right? So this could be that year, you would think, for Buffalo. And if it doesn't, I could see him getting fired. But the guy that I think is most likely to get the axe at the end of this run here in February is Matt LaFleur in Green Bay.
Okay. And the reason that makes sense, and I want you to explain more, but the reason it makes sense is he's looking for a contract extension, and they didn't give him one before the season started, correct?
Exactly. And depending on who you follow, whatever insider that you like, the reason why his current contract is set to end at the end of 2026 and why they have not given him an extension yet is because they want to see how he does in the postseason. Because, as we just alluded to, Aaron Rodgers had some great teams with Matt LaFleur. Won a couple of MVPs with Matt LaFleur. And somehow, some way, kept finding ways to blow games. Tom Brady threw 3 second-half interceptions in the NFC Championship game, and the Packers still could not win at home against Tampa.
And if you really think about it, and when they do the doc on Aaron Rodgers, them kicking a field goal rather than going for that touchdown, and Matt LaFleur, that was his call, was the dumbest thing I ever saw. I thought that was I just couldn't believe it.
1,000%.
I still would rather him throwing in completion, whatever, the play didn't work. And then they were at the 1 yard line and have to go the other way, right? It doesn't make any Rob G. It doesn't make any sense. You want to get the ball back? Let them start at the 1 yard line, right? Because you're right. And then they got to try to get out of that. You could throw a pick. You could have a fumble in the end zone. There's so many things that could happen. Why would you not do that?
Absolutely. And then flash forward another couple of years, the Packers are the 1 seed again, right? I believe they host the Niners. And you'll recall that game. The Packers could not move the ball at all in that game.
And if you remember, tell me if I'm wrong, I don't think the 40 who was Garoppolo? I want to say Garoppolo didn't have a touchdown.
No, 2022 NFC divisional round, 13-10.
But Garoppolo, did he have a touchdown?
No,
he did. But that's what I was going to say. Yeah. They lost the game at home, 13-10. Garoppolo didn't even throw a touchdown.
Yeah, and again, you could argue that was the best team of the Rodgers-LaFleur era, right? Now these last 3 years, I know you got a new quarterback, and it's Jordan Love, and to be determined on what his long-term outlook is. If the NFL had not expanded their playoff to 7 games,
they wouldn't be in.
They would not have been in 23, 24-25.
Wow, I didn't know they were. I didn't even realize.
3 straight seasons they have been the 7 seed.
I didn't even realize
with
that.
all of that young talent, with the rabid fan base there in Green Bay. You have what many believe is a great coach and an up and coming quarterback.
Rob G, you're a football fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this to you for real.
Yep.
You need to go to Green Bay when the Raiders play there for one time. I'm dead serious.
Why?
Like just for the experience of what that's like.
Is it like a college town where everything shuts down and everyone's at the game?
Yeah, because there's not much else around there,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have seats. They have bleachers, so
it's old school.
It's old school.
Okay,
and it's cold there.
I believe that. I've been to a game at it's not Mile High anymore.
Right.
But I've been to a game
in Denver.
I was freezing.
You better dress for that.
It was terrible. Yeah. And just to wrap it up real quick on the floor, there's limping into the playoff or backing in the way Carolina did. Like they lose their last game and then they ultimately get in still. And there is just falling ass backwards in the way Green Bay has. They have lost their last 4 games coming into this postseason. Lost to the Broncos, lost to the Bears, blown out by the Ravens, and a backup quarterback, and then they play nobody in the Vikings in Week 18. They get in anyways. So if Matt LaFleur doesn't get it done, which I'm like you, I don't think he's going to. I think the Bears, as much as it pains me to say, are going to win that game.
I think they will win that game.
I could see him getting
because they're getting their receivers back too, right?
Rome Odunze is supposed to be back. DJ Moore, we'll see. Luther Burden, we'll see. But when you play a team 3 times, it usually comes down to coaching. And I think Ben Johnson has shown, even in this short amount of time, that he's a better coach than Matt LaFleur.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369.
And we want to hear from you. Which of these current coaches in the NFL playoffs, Mike Tomlin, Sean McDermott, Matt LaFleur, is most likely to get fired here during this cycle? We want to hear from you. 877-996-6369, 877-999 on Fox. It is The Odd Couple with Rob Parker, Rob G, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you missed my anime podcast in the US of A.
There we go.
It's one fact.
Get it back. You know what?
What?
I'm glad he walked out on Steve Kerr, and Steve Kerr deserves all of it. All the smoke. He has created this monster in Draymond Green, and to have him walk out on his teammates and for it to be okay. And I would have told that dude, you better not come back out here, even if he ain't in the game. You better stay there if you're going to walk away from your teammates when you're trying to win a damn game. How dare Steve Kerr? Why does he continue to coddle this guy? Steve Curdle Milk is what you should be called, because your methods of coaching is ridiculous. He allowed him to sucker punch a guy, never even gave him a suspension, let Draymond talk about he walked away from the team and there was no discipline. And then they didn't want to suspend him because they wanted to make sure he was there for the ring ceremony so that he could get there. I would have said you got suspended for 10 games and we're giving out the rings on opening night and you won't get yours that night. I don't understand it. How do the other players allow that? You're another player on a team. You're going to let this guy walk out? Everybody has disagreements. You can't walk out on your teammates. What kind of coach has Steve Kerr turned into? To allow this guy to do whatever he wants and then come back out? Kelvin, seriously, you play basketball. Come back out for what? You walked out on us. We're a team. Win together, lose together. We can argue. You can't walk out. It's ridiculous. I don't understand Steve Kerr, but I'm glad. Draymond, he's giving you a ton of rope. Use it. Make him look like the fool, because that's what it looks like. Really? Steve Kerr has no control over the team? You can walk out. Don't come back here. You don't come back until you apologize to everybody on this bench and this team and tell them it'll never happen again. Come back out. Oh, he wouldn't go back in the game. And you know what tells you how weak Steve Kerr is? You know what the reporter said?
You beat me to it. Yep.
You know what the reporter asked him? Was that
Draymond's decision?
Or yours? What?
I was when I heard that, I was like, what? Hold on, what? I would have went off for the reporter.
For the reporter even asked him that.
But that
tells
shows
you that.
That shows the leeway and the
ridiculous.
The excuses that have been built. All right, a couple of things. So you touched on a lot of that, and we disagreed and argued all day yesterday. We started off the show here mostly agreeing on this. This has been something that's been built up with this team for now 10, 15, 10, 12 years. They've allowed things with Draymond that have not been allowed with any other teammate. And you just mentioned something. You said, well, why would somebody else on the team should have been like, hey, man, you can't be doing that. That's the issue, is that their best player, Steph, is not that kind of guy. So Draymond would have Draymond. You get what I'm saying? If there was another Draymond would have Draymond greened it right then. But there's nobody else who's built like that. And so Steve Kerr has built and created where Draymond gets away with stuff that nobody else could get with. Because if Draymond tried to get away with the stuff Draymond does, he would have let him know. He would have checked him.
I don't doubt for 1 second if Michael Jordan was on that bench, he would have grabbed him and said, where are you going?
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Or the opposite. If you left, when you come back, no, we good. We good on you today.
Get back.
No, we
Go
don't
back.
need you. You didn't want to be a part of this comeback, this win, whatever. We don't need you right now. So let me elaborate on a couple other things. I think Steve Kerr is so much indoctrinated with Phil Jackson's ideology and the way Phil Jackson coached. Phil Jackson was so unique. He was telling Dennis Rodman, hey, go blow steam off in Vegas. And I think Steve Kerr adopted too much of that where I know I got different personalities. I got to allow this guy to do that. I got to let this guy do that. I'm going to give him leeway. I'm going to be harder on him. And I think he's trying to do that too much. Draymond has been allowed to do too much from a league standpoint and from a Warrior standpoint. You can't stomp people in the chest, punch your own teammates, punch other people, head like Rudy Gobert, cuss people out, cuss Kevin Durant out. That's so much so that he leaves the team. Like, how much more can the man get away with? And that's the thing that blows me away. And Steve Kerr has to have a point where he puts his foot down, or that team. Who checks Draymond?
Nobody.
Does anybody in the organization check Draymond? Does the bully ever get bullied? And it reminds me of a scene in one of my favorite movies, Road to Perdition. Anybody ever seen Road to Perdition? There's a scene where basically the head boss man, his son is just a terrible, incompetent gangster. Tom Hanks is really the one who should be his son, but is not his biological son. The bad dude, the bad son goes off, does some wild stuff, and even hurts Tom Hanks' kids, kills his family and everything. And then basically Tom finally gets to him and he says, well, why you let him do that? And he said, well, that's my son. What did you want me to do? And that's what Steve Kerr has created, where they look at Draymond and go, well, I mean, that's our guy. What do you want us to do? No, somebody check him.
On the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got town to town, packing and unpacking. Down to town, up and down the dial. Come on, Alex. You and me were never meant to be. me once in a while.
I'm watching Rob G swing his legs on the host chair in Cincinnati.
Are you kidding me? I lived in Cincinnati, in the Natty. All right, really over the 471.
Only
bridge.
one who's proud of that.
I did actually live in the city.
Not even Andy Furman's proud of that.
I lived in Southgate, Kentucky, where they stole my car. Can you believe that? I moved from New York to Cincinnati. I'm in a bedroom community called Southgate, Kentucky, over the 471 bridge. You know how many people lived in Southgate? 3,000 people, and they stole my car, a guy from New York. It was a Chevy Blazer. They stole the car. And when the cops came to do the report, they laughed at me.
I would have too. I'm laughing
They
right
laughed. They were like, really? I said, Kawhi, you a cop in Kentucky?
Wow.
And then you know what they said? He said, there have only been 2 cars stolen here in the last 8 years. One off a dealer's lot and your car. Unbelievable. All right, it is The Odd Couple.
You're making history.
877-99 on Fox, and Rob G said it.
Yeah, we got a lot of calls coming in hot and heavy. Before we get to that, I want to let you know that check out the brand new YouTube channel. I'm looking at it right now. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. That's right, simulcasting right now on YouTube. Video with the two of us. You might see Alex, you might see Bree, you might see Motzi. You might see everybody on there. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, that's Odd Couple FSR. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and don't stop there. Hit the thumbs up icon in honor of Rob Parker. Comment away. Let us know which one of us is the odd one. Thank you, Alex.
Josh.
Shout out to Josh Hart. Check us out on YouTube. Watch us live right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR and subscribe.
All right, the Odd Mob. What's more frustrating or annoying? Me putting my glasses on and off or me touching my phone? So just chime into Rob G. on
I can tell you the answer to that one.
It's the phone, right?
It's the phone.
They hate it.
The phone.
Yeah.
But I don't have a screen to talk to Rob G. I'm getting information from him as the producer. That's what I'm not on Hinge.
Rob,
or
you
Unhinged.
have 5 laptops in front of you.
But I want you to send me the information here. I can't run the laptop.
You know what's funny is I'm sitting next to Rob Parker and he's on Instagram half the time.
I was not on Instagram.
He was texting Chris Broussard.
No, I wasn't.
He's like,
Chris
hey,
texted me. That wasn't.
Were you texting him back?
I just said.
Yeah,
something.
I had to check my post.
Not worried. Rob G, I don't know if you saw 12,000 views on.
Come check this, Rob G.
Check your phone. I'm
Look
gonna
who
send it
slid
to
in
you.
my DMs.
All right.
It's the new Kinko's, Rob G.
Oh God! Yeah, she's the next one. All right, we asked the question, Rob. What was the question? The most likely coach that's currently in the playoffs in the NFL that's going to get fired. Rob says Sean McDermott. I said Matt LaFleur. What say you?
All right, 877-99 on Fox. What about Andre in Massachusetts? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. A TV theme show Thursday. Rob,
TV theme song. Go ahead.
Indeed, making your way in the world today. It takes everything you got, okay?
Yes.
And Sean McDermott better give it everything he has, because if there's another underwhelming performance and the Buffalo Bills are not convincing and they have lost the preeminence in the AFC East, formerly the AFC Least, they have lost it. The Patriots have stolen their thunder. And if Buffalo comes out and lays a dud, I'm telling you, they're going into the brand new arena. You know, they want to build it up. They have to have momentum. And it cannot be them in no man's land like it's been so often. So I think Sean McDermott, he knows it. Everybody knows it. They have to show well, and there has to be some, even if they don't take the AFC, you know, but it has to be something forward-thinking and forward-moving where they have momentum, progress going into next season. Thanks for taking the call.
Okay,
Thanks,
I appreciate it.
You know, Rob, I got a question for you. This might be a bigger topic than we have time for, but you said if Sean McDermott doesn't get it done, you can see him getting fired.
Yep.
Simultaneously, there is a narrative out there that if Josh Allen does not get it done this year, then what, right? So of the two, which one is under more pressure going to these playoffs?
I think it's the coach because, you know, I hear people say this all the time. Oh, time is running out on Lamar Jackson. You know, he's going to be 30 or whatever. Like, they keep saying, like, Josh Allen's been around for a while. All time. John Elway won his last 2 years as quarterback. Like
he was my age.
Do you know what I'm saying? So when people say that, I'm always like a little Tom Brady won. Obviously, they cheated, but Tom Brady won when he was older. Who else won? Who else am I thinking about? Somebody else won. Peyton Manning won his second one in an older age.
Yep.
So all I'm just saying is I don't shut the door. When you're a quarterback.
Drew Brees got his very late.
Yeah, if you're a quarterback of that ilk, you can still win. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not – I just when I hear that – and it's harder to replace a quarterback than it is
1,000%.
So I'm always going to side with if somebody has to go, it's going to be the coach, not the quarterback. 20 teams in the NFL need a quarterback, right? It might even be higher.
Like 23, 24?
Yeah, plenty need a quarterback. So
yep. All right, we'll get into that maybe later this week when Kelvin's back. Ty-Shirt's Tower of Trivia is coming up next.
It's the reason you listen on a Thursday.
It's the only reason I listen, and that's the only reason I have to be here anyways. But before we get to that,
let's see what we look at that.
Monty Bolaños.
Thank you.
With the update.
It's the only reason I work Thursdays.
Is that it?
It's just for Alex Ty-Shirt's Tower of Trivia.
Everybody, we know that. I mean,
I heard Aaron Torres try to steal it for another show.
He did.
He tried.
What?
He did.
He tried.
Tried to steal what?
Alex was working, and he's like, hey, let's do Ty-Shirt's Tower of Trivia.
Yeah, we did.
And I know you nixed that.
Ex-nade.
No, he did it. It was just terrible.
I did do it. It was bad.
It was not. It did not go well. Let's just
So
say
y'all
that.
tried it?
It was bad, Rob.
It wasn't the
It's
same.
Alex's segment, Rob. It's not your segment.
I mean, once you guys start paying me, you can have the exclusivity do it.
But Alex, if you're doing it on another show and nobody hears it, had you really done it?
That's a great point.
I'm just saying.
That's a good point.
Very good point. Guys, I don't know if I've ever heard about this, but the Heat and the Bulls game has been delayed for over an hour because there's condensation on the court, and they're saying that it's the ice from their ice rink underneath is melting, and the humidity on the outside. So they haven't played in over an hour, and the latest report is that the players went back to the locker room. So I don't know if the Heat and the Bulls are going to play, but they should have started playing over an hour ago. In fact, I think it was 90 minutes ago.
I'm going to bet no.
I'm going to bet no.
That's hard to get. You're cooled down too much, your body.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're going to play, but I'll give you guys an update once I get the official word. Down to the final seconds here as the Pacers are up on the Hornets, 113 to 112 as Ben Shepherd just missed one of their free throws, but there's 8 seconds to go and the Hornets will get the ball back. So early in the third quarter where the Timberwolves are up on the Cavaliers 75 to 69. Julius Randle 19 points. And after the first quarter, Cooper Flagg has 10 points, but the Mavericks are losing to the Jazz 34 to 29. In the NHL, the Red Wings are up on the Canucks right now 4-1. It's late in the third period. The Canadiens lead the Panthers 4-2 with about 5 minutes to go in the third period. Also late in the third period between the Maple Leafs and the Flyers, and they are tied at 1 apiece with 5 minutes to go in the third period. The Hurricanes lead the Ducks 4-2. Now on to the college football playoff semifinal at the Fiesta Bowl. The Hurricanes and the Rebels. It was a fun second quarter, back and forth, but Miami back on top right now, 17 to 13 at halftime. Carson Beck had a nice throw in the second quarter. He is 14 of 18 for 156 yards and a touchdown. Trinidad Chambliss is 10 of 14 for 71 yards for the Rebels. Kewan Lacey has 2 carries, 75 yards and a touchdown. Back to you guys.
All right, Monty, thank you.
Jess.
How do you spell that? Jess.
Jess.
Jess. Jess.
Exactly. Jess.
Yes, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Monty. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
What would the odd mob do without her?
Oh, God. What they say about the glasses?
Oh,
what's
God.
annoying? The phone?
They all said the phone.
It's got to be the phone.
And then someone else said, Rob, do you? We don't even care.
Thank you. I
He's
like
not a
that.
real listener.
I'm trying to get information from Rob G.
I'm here to help you. Just like Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions
you hear
on
that,
track.
Monty? Wow.
With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can achieve your goal. Don't do that. Use as directed for minor aches and pains. It's time for Ty-Shirt's Tower of Trivia.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, vegans and meat eaters, kale chip lovers, ruffle chip lovers, it's time.
This game is so easy.
For Ty-Shirt's Tower of Trivia.
All right, everybody, welcome to the one and only Alex Ty-Shirt's Tower of Trivia, part of the Odd Couple. If you are not really into sports, that's okay. This is going to show you that you don't need to be a big sports fan to work in sports. Alex Teicher is proof of that. We've got Rob G in for Kelvin Washington, and we've got Rob Parker here. Together, they will try and get Alex to get these answers by giving a one-word clue. I'm
No
gonna be
cheating,
tougher.
Rob.
No cheating. I'm going to be tough today. All right?
And Rob G, no Spanish.
No.
I'm just saying.
Rob.
That's one of the rules. Got to be in English, Rob.
Right, okay. I'm just
English?
Shows how much you pay attention.
One word.
Yes.
No
Rhyming.
No rhyming.
And it's got to be a real word.
No charades. Thank you.
No charades. Oh, Rob's done.
I was going to say
no charades.
All right, good night, everybody.
All right, I flipped a coin during my award-winning update, and Rob G is going to start us off.
Sweet. The fix is in already.
Rob G is going to start. Championships. All right, Rob G. Alex, ready?
I was born for this.
Good. Question number 1. People might not know this, but Dwayne the Blank Johnson actually played college football at Miami, which is the theme of today's Alex Teicher's Tower of Trivia.
Rob G, I love how you haven't blinked. You're just staring at my soul right now.
I'm trying to send it to you this way.
I can feel it.
I want you to repel him.
What?
Repel.
Rob's
Repent?
Alex is going to accept me like the body of Christ.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
I'll drink you down.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
What does Kevin say when he says all the time he calls him?
Sagar, put the camera on Rob G's feet.
Put the camera.
Don't put it on my feet.
I want to see him swinging.
All right. Pebble.
I'm not going to say what I wanted to say.
You know the answer.
I know, but still, that's not the point of the game, Rob G.
I have to give you a better
the
clue.
clues.
Okay.
There's a lot of words, by the way, Monty. You allowing all that?
I heard one word.
Okay.
Thank you.
You said pebble?
Yes.
I'll say rock.
That is correct.
That is correct. Well done.
Rob G is correcting himself.
Well done.
I was going to say Bam Bam.
Whoa. That's 2 words.
No, it's together. One word. They
sure?
spelled it
I think it is one word.
It's his name.
It's
It's
like
not
Down Under?
Like Down Under. Look it up.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
That was a terrible clue.
To Rob Parker. All right. The Miami Hurricanes are such an iconic brand in college football that they're simply known as the blank.
Alex, how are you?
Rob, I'm doing great.
You
I
know
wish
what?
Rob G asked me.
Rob G didn't ask you
don't
anything,
care.
and you helped him. You see that?
That's crazy.
Alex.
Rob.
You know my birthday's coming up on Saturday.
Happy early
right?
B-Day,
Thank
Rob.
you. I
What are you
appreciate
now,
that.
44?
Something like that. You
look great.
Thank you.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Okay.
On the clock.
Here we go.
DJ, turn my music. Okay.
All right. Me.
Rob, you point at the viewers.
No charades.
Good.
I'm waving at Bree.
Oh.
Me.
Wave back, Bree. Wave back so it's not weird. Okay. Thank you.
Well, if you're saying me and you pointed at me, so then it has to be you.
Yeah.
You correct. That is correct.
Come
well
on,
done.
that's not bad.
That's good.
Well done. I'll pretend I didn't see the charades, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll keep it going. We'll believe that you were saying hi to Bree. Back to
I was. Bree, how
Rob
are you
G.
tonight?
Good. Thank you for asking.
Yes, always, Bree.
I need a ride home.
Rob G.
Bree, I need to get to the airport. Can you take me to the San Francisco
I got
airport?
you. I got you.
Yes.
She will take you, by the way.
She will take you. Jimmy Johnson earned his stripes at Miami, but he's probably best known for his success in the NFL.
I was going to say making sausage, but go ahead. That's somebody else.
That's not part of it. Don't
Jimmy
listen.
Dean's.
And the catchphrase, how about them blank?
Well, Alex, you know why I don't care about how you're doing?
It's
It's
a lot
because
of
I was
words.
having lunch with a 6-year-old earlier today, and
Wow.
you sent me a text. You're going to enjoy this.
I did.
And the lyrical content was not appropriate for a 6-year-old.
Well, I didn't say for a 6-year-old.
Yeah, so I look
Did I say you and your
I'm
child?
a bad father because of you.
Did I say you and your child?
TikTok.
No, I said you.
Okay. I'm stalling
TikTok.
because I'm thinking of a good clue.
Bing bong. Also, you said Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy,
Those
yeah.
commercials were very controversial.
That's what I was
Do you
thinking
remember
about.
those, Rob?
Yes.
Where like, the eggs are from chickens. The milk is from cows. The sausage, it's all Jimmy Dean.
What?
I was like, whoa. Jimmy.
That really said that?
Yeah.
Oh,
A little sus.
That's
Okay.
a little saucy.
TikTok.
That's-
Oh, sorry.
Tickety-tock.
Sorry.
Dallas.
Texas.
Damn it.
Oh.
No bueno goes to Rob Parker. The catchphrase that Jimmy Johnson is best known for. How
Way to
about
go.
them blank?
Rob's a cowboy.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a clue.
No, my chair.
He had a seizure on the air, and Alex guessed an answer.
There was something wrong with my chair. I was trying to fix it. All I did is just move my chair. I was about to say something, but it was just so obvious.
I don't even know how to calculate a score for that.
That's a 10.
You never gave a clue.
You didn't give a clue, but
I
it was
did.
your turn, and you got it right.
I snorted it. That was the clue.
That was the clue.
Hey, yo.
All right.
Okay.
I think it goes still to Rob
Back to
Parker.
Rob.
Yeah, Rob Parker. Here you go. You're in the lead.
19
Rob
to 10.
Parker. Yes, correct. For decades, Miami played their home games at the iconic and kind of sketchy blank bowl.
Alex, how are you?
Doing great, Rob. Not as good as Rob G's kid.
No,
who now knows
we
a lot
need a
of
word
words.
here, an actual clue here.
Okay, I'm going to give him a clue.
Okay.
or-
You ready?
Yes.
What you doing over there? Oh.
You don't have it.
Juice.
Apple?
That sucks. All right.
No
Juice,
bueno.
apple juice?
No bueno. Back to Rob G.
What were you saying, Rob?
Color.
Oh, orange.
That's right.
That is correct.
Oh, you got to always go with orange juice, right?
Always?
Yeah.
I like
What about
apple juice.
apple?
I love apple juice.
So
No,
do
I get it, but orange juice is the. Don't you think most people orange juice?
Yeah, I guess, but I
It's
do.
the
I don't
first
think
juice.
so.
No, the
No.
first
No?
juice you think
For
of when
kids?
somebody.
Maybe
if
not
somebody
kids.
says
Apple
juice.
juice.
Apple juice.
What
Yeah,
do you
might
have
be
for
the one.
breakfast? Orange juice.
Yeah, but
Everybody-
that's breakfast. If
But
I
that's
say I had
breakfast.
some juice, they're like, oh, you had orange juice at 6 in the evening?
Also, if you think of a
Yeah.
kid, that
I
likes
thought you were going to
citrus.
say gin for a minute, but that's different.
Gin juice?
That would have been good. That's a good one. All right, back to Rob G. We have a tie game. They are tied.
This
These
is
brutal.
brutal.
Are tied at 19. Back to Rob G.
I'm going to win with this.
All right, Canes legend Michael Irvin earned himself the nickname the blank maker because he was so impactful in college.
All right, this is a Rob Parker special.
Okay. Oh, God.
Boy.
Oh, terrible clue.
Oh.
Boy.
Terrible clue.
Get in the mind of a Rob Parker
Yeah,
right
it's like
now.
a Morning Wood kind of thing.
Oh, man.
This got to be Playboy, huh?
That's right!
Stupid. I don't know
Rob
how that
Parker,
happened.
honestly, how many years of subscription you had? How many years?
I'm a Gold Card member.
We go back to Rob.
Double
you're,
platinum.
You're still in here. You're still in this. Don't think this is over. You're still in this. All right, Rob Parker. Even though he amounted to very little in the pros, the most accomplished quarterback in Miami's history was blank Dorsey.
Okay, Alex.
Terrible clue.
Rob,
Yeah, you give me
Here we
one. I can
go.
tell you it's bad.
Here we go. This is
So easy.
okay.
Okay.
Hi, Bree. How are you?
I'm good, Rob.
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
No problem. Okay. Hi, Sagar. How are you?
Now
Okay, here we go.
Ben Maller.
All right, here we go.
Love that.
Barbie.
Give me the question again.
The question is, even though he amounted to very little in the pros, the most accomplished quarterback in Miami's history was blank Dorsey.
Oh, it's got to be a guy's name, so Barbie and Ken.
Woo! That is correct.
That's
Rob
it. I
Parker.
won.
I don't know
Rob
if that's
Parker.
accurate.
I don't think that's true.
I think you're tied.
What?
I think we're tied.
I didn't win.
But if Alex is going to keep fluffing everybody, just play the music then, Alex. That's fine. He's like, okay.
Alex, you are
And,
the best fluffer on National Sports Talk Radio.
I got a new drop. Thank you.
That's in the new intro.
Someone won.
All right.
All right, we're going to put a bow on this bad
We all
boy
did,
on the
Alex.
Odd Couple. Little last call coming up next, right here on Fox Sports Radio. Stick and stay.
Especially if you forgot the number in the US of A.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance.
Apparently, LeBron don't get the kind of love because he's finishing right now 15th in NBA All-Star voting behind such superstars as Trailblazers forward Denny Avdia.
Gesundheit. Who is right?
Who?
So if the voting ended today, they have this weird process. Maybe he gets in, maybe he doesn't. But the idea that LeBron James could not be voted in the NBA All-Star game for the first time in over 20 years, very real.
I got a message for LeBron James. Is this on?
It's on.
LeBron James. Give the fans a middle finger.
Oh, my.
And if they do, you somehow get in, like by the skin of your teeth, do not show up. Do not partake. How dare they disrespect you in what could possibly be your last year? This is just an exhibition. This ain't no real basketball. It's an exhibition. And worse, it's in Los Angeles, the All-Star game. I know it's in Intuit Dome, right? But it's in Los Angeles. So fans couldn't look at this and go, well, this could be his last one. It's in L.A. Let's, do this for his lifetime achievement. It ain't like that. If this was, we put the best numbers in the computer and they give you a number and those are the people who make the All-Star, then fine. He doesn't belong there. An exhibition game? Do you know that when Magic Johnson wasn't in the league put Magic Johnson in the All-Star game? I covered it.
Was that 96?
In Orlando.
Oh, you're talking about the 93. Yeah.
After the HIV.
Yep.
But my point is, if you're LeBron, you should not really be thrilled about how this is transpired, because it ain't that real. And the idea that they're really going to vote, who's the guy you just said, Rob G, who's ahead of him? Seriously.
Something Jukovic,
from
Danovich.
Yeah, from Portland.
I don't know.
Well, but you get my point. Like, really? Is that what we are? Come on, man. So if I'm LeBron James, no matter what, if I skin of my teeth or whatever, do not NOT participate. Thank you very much for being this disrespectful after all these years. Yes, I'm here telling LeBron James, do not partake in the All-Star game.
First of all, what in the world are you doing defending LeBron? I take a few days off, and I don't know who you are. The heck? Is this thing on? Is that Rob Parker next to me? What is going on? I'll say this. This is what I don't even know what we're doing right now. You say I don't ever talk about LeBron. Wrong. Dang it. If this can happen to Michael Jordan, this can happen to LeBron. This happened to Michael Jordan. The fans did not vote him in. Of course, the coaches put him in, and they throw him in the game. And Vince Carter, Isaiah Thomas has to convince him, hey, Vince, come on, man. Michael Jordan's last game, let him start. Okay, cool, no problem, And he let him start. My point is, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan, and it happened to him. LeBron, and you know how I feel about him, he ain't that, and this can happen to him. It's possible for anybody. So, to me, I don't view it as a indictment on the fans. I think it's just where we are. He's missed a bunch of games already this season, I think 14 of them.
Did you hear the difference between the person that you mentioned in place of Michael Jordan compared to the guy who's in front of him now from Portland, from the Trailblazers?
I did.
Okay. I
did.
Okay.
And neither one of us, if we played who he played for, could name him again.
Okay. I can't remember. I don't know his name.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
It's crazy.
That's my point.
I agree. And maybe if he played all the games, we might be having a different thing because you've seen more. Maybe there's more plays. You can remember, oh, that dunk, he did this. But I don't take it as an big indictment. But what I think is going to happen, where I kind of will meet you halfway, I think LeBron might announce retirement at the All-Star game. That would be LeBron of LeBron. To go, be a little disgruntled, didn't get voted in by the fans after all I've done for you, 20-something seasons, this is what I am, and then to take the moment. Hey, LeBron, we're not starting, you're not playing the game right now, but what an honor, you're in, the coaches put you in. Interviewing him, so many years, and I could totally see him saying, I appreciate the fans. We're here to let the young boys do what they do. And by the way, it's good because this is going to be my last one.
same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Hey, there is no better way to end a TV theme song Thursday than with the theme song to Cheers. I can't help it. It's just so good.
Not even better than the Golden Girls?
It's better than the Golden Girls.
Wow.
I love the Golden Girls. Don't get me wrong now.
That's
you know
true,
that.
though.
You're not invited to the next
But
cruise.
I'm saying that theme to end it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I get what you're saying.
To end the show. It's just perfect. All right. What you got to read?
Well, first off, Rob, facing peak season, looking for a new team member. MLB Bro needs some people. Workforce solutions from Express Employment Professionals are making hiring easier. Visit expresspros.com to find an office and see how Express can help you hire smarter and faster and beyond a certain skin color, Rob. Maybe we could do that.
Always. Equal opportunity employer.
Yeah, huh?
Always. All right.
It's time for last call.
This is the last call.
Last call time on the Odd Couple.
Whoop-de-damn-do. That's right, DC. Whoop-de-damn-do. You all right, Rob G? You were about to fall out
I was
that
spinning
chair.
in the chair. My feet were swinging and everything.
All right, last call time.
Rob G, how many roller coasters can you not go on at Disneyland?
Most of them.
Yes. James in Detroit, you are the last caller here on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, James?
Mr. Parker, long time. I haven't heard your voice in a while. Loved you in Detroit. We missed you.
Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I used to listen to you all the time. So, question for you.
Yes.
What do you think of the rumors that the Lions got a hold of McDonald already to bring him up to replace Ben Johnson?
You mean Mike McDaniel?
Mike McDaniel from
Yeah,
Miami.
McDaniel.
Yeah. I got you. I mean, it makes sense if he's going to feel like he's not going to get a head coaching job right away.
Right.
But a lot of times you got to go and be a coordinator for a year or two, and then, like you see, Robert Saleh all of a sudden is getting interest or whatever. So it makes sense. It really, really makes sense, and it wouldn't be bad for the Lions.
And Mike McDaniel might be one of those guys. We've seen a lot of guys do this, where he's just not a head coach.
Yeah, some guys
like
aren't
his
a head coach.
personality doesn't lend itself to being a head coach.
And
but he's offensive. He's
yeah.
a great mind. You don't hang 70 burgers on people for no reason.
No, and so the Lions should have done that. We talked about that with Morton, right?
Yeah.
That when you have a team ready to win, you can't be like grooming people and training people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to just have somebody who has some really good experience. But thanks so much, James, for the call. Appreciate it. You know, I was on the radio for 20 years in Detroit, Rob G. And
I did not know that, Rob.
And
my first time ever hearing this.
They still they're cool. Oh, they missed a field goal. That was a missed field goal by Miami, right? What was that? A 60-yarder? Man, that was far.
51.
51.
Dominating the game, and they're only up by 4.
Yeah. So
where have
Rob
you heard
G,
that before?
man, thank you so much, man. We appreciate
You're welcome,
you.
Rob.
And
maybe I'll come in tomorrow.
You never know. Yeah, if Kelvin's not feeling well tomorrow, we'll see how that plays out. Tomorrow we're going to do a birthday extravaganza tomorrow as I celebrate my 72nd birthday. That'll be great. The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?